In the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings spinning on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with a rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, relentless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Good morning, friends. Welcome. The morning stream. Slightly orthodontist, man. That's funny. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Isidore, Trevino, Merlin, Jaden, Sharon, Mr. B. Allison, Little Blue, Indoor, Sharon. I feel like the text when I read the roll call in the morning, it's like smaller. With all the YouTube @ symbols, it goes slower. I used to I could read them so fast. Morning, Eli, Pat, Fraser, Future D, Cyan, Supermort Man, good morning. Happy Poro, Yoid Sky. I swear it's crazier. It feels like harder to read because there's all these like names and numbers and stuff. Cyril, morning, Rockster Gang. What's up? Morris, Dean, what's up? Aid, Gabe, PPI, no bueno. Oh yeah, looks like Mark's on off PPI, huh? Don't worry, folks. Only transitory. Brian, Gabe, Blue Kim, Mr. Smith. What's up? Slightly orthodontist, Matt. Yeah, I got half of my procedure done. I just gotta finish the other half. I had to do it in stages because it's like a 3-hour thing. Gotta go back on Tuesday. Expected if it's don't trade big news, so let's just short it. You just shorted to M&Q for the news drop and news eval. Oh, nice. Hey. Sounds lucky there. What's if you pass your account Icewild, it goes to inactive to sign the form. If it's still active and not on your platform, that happened to me, dude. And the next day it popped right back up. Is weird. I don't know. But yeah, write them. And see how it goes. Matt the Goat. What's up? Matt. Good morning from Belgium. Boga, Deriv Trader. What's up? Monkey. What's up? And the rest. Man, roll call is so hard to read with all the... I wish we had an option where I can show the names. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I choose which names I show? But whatever. Welcome. 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 Yeah, Sunny, man, we told all you guys that the Rocket Scooter code was only a 6-hour deal. I even hinted at it for like a week. So if you guys missed out on it, you missed out on it. We get one more. We get one more sometime in a week or so. We will getting one more this month. That's it. Good morning, guys. So it was passed. Traded for like 2 days is funded. Weird. Yeah, that's just weird. I don't know. Hopefully they fix that, man. That's a PPI release. I haven't even looked at the numbers yet, but let's take a look at it. Friends. All right, let's go. Time to get looking at this data today. PPI dropped. We're below monthly hedge. Now remember that the monthly number is 888, which is here. My newer OI model has been showing for 2 days we are above. Now this is something we're talking about. My newer real-time model that uses another set of assumptions for market maker stuff has shown for the last 2 days we've been below this newer iteration that I have of monthly hedge pressure for the first time. And let me explain something to you guys. It's promising that this is actually kind of what I dreamed of, as a more responsive monthly hedge pressure. And the question becoming, if you open above, you close above, right? And it's rare that you break through. If you break through, it crashes. Open above, break through, crashes. Okay, so check, it got the crash, check, it got the crash. Here you open above, close above, check. Open below, crashes, or closes below, check. So let me show you what the newer model is doing, which is making me very happy. It's identifying crashes when you break, which is good. Or identifying sell-off days when you open below. And when you're opening above, it's identifying bullish days, like you'd expect, a more responsive monthly. It's been very, very good at this so far. This closed at the line, so that's pretty much flat. This was above, and then these 2 days were below. And look at the responses in both of these 2 days. This was a down day. This is a down day. This is what I wanted my monthly hedge pressure to be all the time. Very responsive. Now, again, the current levels are high volume pivots as well, but this is making a couple of different assumptions. My real-time OI is a little bit better here. Both of these days on the newer data, we open below. That's good. And that's kind of what we're seeing, which is very peculiar, right? Again, I'm going to watch it for a little bit before I release this, but I'd like to say that the new OI model is pretty solid. Oops. S&P as well. Overnight, it was rock solid pivot, breaking through, obviously crashing out. Let me see if on the tick chart we can see any kind of activity right here at this line. I just kind of like smashed right through it, I guess. All right, so it didn't even happen too fast, so we couldn't really pick up any activity there. Very cool. Let's talk about the PPI data. What's up, guys? Good morning. We're doing our My Fun and Futures giveaway today. For anybody who like half of my screen is like a million AI photos that are open. You guys are so funny. I am going to pull up the, I guess I don't know where it is. Maybe it's here. This is all the AI photos in one place. How are we celebrating today? Rocket Scooter University Matt. Oh, we need Letterman jacket Matt. Hold on. He's in here somewhere. Oh my God. I got a payout yesterday from Tradeify. Just one account though. I should get 2 more either today or tomorrow. All things go well. Where is my? No, it's not you. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Guys, do me a favor, smash the like button. We can give away Frenzy today. We'll be doing our My Fun and Futures. Let me type it up in here. Do I really have a rocket scooter? I've been trying to buy an actual scooter, but I don't have one yet. I've been shopping around. I went to Costco this weekend to go buy the Bugatti scooter that I saw there one time, and apparently it's a traveling item that's not always there. It's just there now. It's gone. It's just there sometimes. It was really sad. All right, let's get the PPI numbers. That's CPI, that's CPI, that is PPI, and that is jobless claims. Hold on, let me get the PPI year over year. Look at that. PPI year over year. What the heck? Why is it not? Updating here. Let's just read it. Came in at 3.3 on a 2.5 estimate, and the tariffs are starting to. That's what I told you guys, right? CPI was starting to tail its ugly head up, and if CPI goes up and PPI goes up, then you know that the tariffs coming in to hit the companies are being passed on to the consumer. This is my exact speech I gave earlier in the week. Big spike up on PPI. It's representing what the Michigan numbers that we'll get on Friday were estimated that we're going to get a probably 4 or 5% inflation rate on the 1 year expectation. So it's remember, Michigan numbers coming out going to also reflect all of this. You guys remember, this is like the reality of the tariffs are starting to hit, right? The party is over for the low inflation world. Friday is going to be kind of where that reflection comes through. Where it is. There it is. When your inflation expectation, the last read was a 4.5. Is that last or is that estimate? It's previous. 4.5, right? 1 year expectation. 5 year, 3.5, 3.4. Right? It's like as long as Trump is in office, we're imagining the inflation is going to be high, then over time it's going to come down. But 4.5, right? And then you're like, okay, we haven't been seeing that in the data, right? People are like, well, wait, Michigan numbers are expecting all this inflation, but yet the CPI and PPI are still in the low twos, like nothing happened. Well, the tariffs are finally starting to realize, right? The full effect of tariffs are coming through. So 3.3%. That's like, okay, that's what it should have been, right? No, Trump's tariffs come in full force. So we had a 3.3 is big. And then the CPI, it's an old one. CPI has been going higher, 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 and higher. So while it's not as much, and again, this is the point, is that PPI has a big jump and CPI has a little jump. And it's basically, this is where Powell was saying, while we are seeing pass through to the customer, now that I look at it, the PPI is a big jump, CPI is a little jump. Companies are absorbing a lot more than we thought. And I guess I will change my stance on that because I thought the companies are going to be passing it through a lot more because they're beating earnings. Maybe they're just beating earnings because they're beating earnings on top of that regardless. So you're not going to see, CPI really big, CPI a little bit. It means, a little bit is being passed through. We're not seeing the same rate of increase on CPI side that we saw on this PPI jump. So while it is going higher, we are getting a lot of tariff pass through to the customer. It's not like we're getting big jumps passed to the customer. So companies are doing everything they can, I think, to eat as much of the cost as they can. It feels like, again, this is just one data point, but we'll see how time progresses. But in general, it seems to be like a mixed bag. Tariffs are hitting everybody, and that's really what the drop is from. And yeah, there you go. Good stuff. You grabbed yourself along at 8:35. I'm curious, like, what we can do at the morning. Should I grab me just for fun, like a contract along off of here? Let's see what we get. We're going to open as a gap down. I took some trades overnight. I'm already up like maybe $4 grand maybe. I longed off of this number at the open. I ground the dip. So like, right when we dipped to here, I bought the dip, closed out there, and went about my day. Like, I've made this trade like twice this week already. Good stuff. Trying to make some kind of waves and trades off of the newer model just to test its validity. I have to get some trades under my belt, if you know what I'm saying, just to make sure I like it. All right. But if a rocket scooter is not street legal, I'll make it street legal. It's only street illegal if they catch you, and I don't think you can catch me on a rocket scooter. So, I'm arbitrarily grabbing the dip off of nothing other than just grabbing the dip at the open to bet on resilience being greater than 0 and us busting the half gap on the run. And again, I just put one contract. This is probably a dumb idea, but we open in, oh shit, what's that? 30 minutes too. Anyways, I took a payout yesterday with Tradeify. I am roughly like 25K away from live. What I demonstrated over the course of this amount of time that I was trading with Tradeify was how to get there the cheapest way possible, right? When you're copy trading, you're gonna be busting accounts all the time and you know, really working hard. What my original goal was to build a huge buffer out the door in the first payout. Payout is here, but build a buffer, and then finally get to the first payout, and then inch your way forward for all the rest of them. Takes a long time, is that I've blown consistency. But with that being said, it's not really that big of a deal. You know, I'm trying to determine if that's like a better way to go, because people are trying to, like, you know, do this affordably. If you have a buffer, it makes it easier to not blow up. Now you lose the you know, essentially, like if you make 9,000 the first payout and then you lose 3,000 and you go down to 6, all you have left is a $6,000 buffer, and you got to make another 4,500 bucks in profit. 6,000, you know, it's like a couple trading days and you've lost that. But after my first payout, I had like 20,000 to 25,000 in buffer. So I try to make $4,500 with 20K under your belt. Pretty simple. Now, if you take a big loss, you got to slowly crawl back, and that did happen in some of the accounts. But still, the thing is you don't have to pay to start over, right? It's kind of nice. Someone, a bunch have not been passing everything through, hoping Trump would continue to taco. That the longer it goes, the more they'll pass through. Little Blue is correct. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on, right? As time goes by, I think at first, you know, the uncool idea is to pass through all your costs to the customer, because you're gonna lose market share, because there are gonna be people that are gonna hold out. And it's just like when companies are doing bad, and when do they lay off people? They try to hold off as long as they can. The first response is, let's just lay people off and save some money, but nobody does that because it's bad for business. So losing customers is the last thing you want to do. As time goes by, the probability goes up that they'll pass the costs on, right? There's a cost saving measure if they can't optimize first. Is that considered inflation? Well, technically, Jay Shine, I mean, it is. You're right. I mean, but what inflation is anything that raises price, and you can credit it to whatever, but we still call it inflation because wherever the source comes from, right? It is a tariff, but inflation is the raise of the price. So if the tariff hits their supplier, who imports or whatever, and then they buy the stuff that has the tariff on it, the importer imports some kind of materials. They jack up the price of the tariffs, and the producer buys the material, makes the thing, then sells the thing slightly higher to cover some of the tariff costs, and that's PPI. And then it goes to the distributor, and distributor sells it to retail, and then retail sells it to you, and then you buy it at a higher price. That's CPI. So the inflation can take place for any reason in the middle. Wages go up, transportation goes up, cost of storage goes up, everything, right? Taxes, tariffs, whatever, can build into that cost. Well, not the tax is not considered inflation, but the passing of the tax to somebody else is the inflation. That this person has to eat the cost because they're taxed, and then they're gonna, like, well, let's raise our prices to cover it, and then raising prices is the inflation, not the tax. But you're right about that. Yeah, it's not like the world's leading economists have been telling us this was going to happen for the last year, right? Ever since Trump got elected. But technically that is what inflation is. Yeah. Adding a tariff is not inflation. That just raised the cost of the importer, and that's not the producer. That you were seeing PPI and CPI are not those people. The producer raises price, or sorry, the producer's prices. Let me read this again for you guys. Then your PPI is going to be Oh, sorry. PPI is sold by the manufacturer. So PPI is downstream. Yeah, that's right. PPI is downstream of producers. So it's the producers raising their costs. I somehow had a brain fart and thought I got it wrong when I said it. PPI is downstream of producers. Producers buy something from their, you know, say an importer. The company imports steel, and they sell steel to you, and you build buildings, right? Or you build something, or your construction company. Anyways, that's a bad metaphor. The producer that makes something, it's the manufacturer's cost as sold by them, not their cost. So if the manufacturers are selling, the producers are selling something at a higher cost, then their materials costs or their tariff costs or whatever upstream of them went up. So the inflation is seen at the point of checkout, not at the point of taxation. What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to the stream. You think it's gonna be a gap and go, Matt? What do you think? I planted a contract just to be a maverick here, just to see. Matter of fact, let me get that way. This is just I'm gonna sit on this account. Let me get myself which account is this? Oh no, that's the one I already made a trade on. This one. Yeah, this one. All right, so I got one account I just grabbed along on. I got another account I'm gonna trade fresh out the door. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna sit on that one contract and just let it ride, just to see. All right, let's get loaded up here. I made 3 trades last night for $1,000 each, give or take. $900 each or so. Actually, so I'm already up about 3 grand, and I just planted one contract. What is this one? Oh, there we go. Load up my... What? Log into the wrong thing here. Hold on. Weird. None of my funded next accounts are showing up. What? Let me make sure I'm not doing something stupid here. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me fiddle with this for a minute. I must have logged into the wrong thing. Hold on. All right, we're ready to roll, baby. It's Thursday morning. It's time to do this. Okay. Let me figure out. Let me close that down completely. I didn't log into the wrong thing. Okay. On to next. Log in. Okay, this is weird. None of my funded next accounts are showing up. They're all active on the website. Okay. Weird. Well, all of them have disappeared. They're all empty. And I'm literally, guys, I'm literally getting this. Look at this. When I log in, I'm literally getting this. Nothing's here. And it's trying to, it's on delayed data also. That's weird. Well, does that happen to you? That's what happened to you too last night, huh, Icewell? Maybe they moved me to live, LOL, rug pull. They're not deactivated on the website. They're all there. They're all nice and fine. All 7 accounts, but I try to log in, they're gone. Well, rest in peace. You had to reconfirm top of data on funded next. Oh, maybe I have to just reconfirm my data before it goes through. Delayed data. Okay, so wait, you had to reconfirm. Did you do that on the website, or did you do that through Tradeovate? How did you confirm that? Did it through Tradeovate? Yeah, Tradeovate didn't give me that option to reconfirm my data. Let me go to the data then. Accounts. Maybe that's what happens when you don't. See me bundle level 1, membership, market data. You do not have market data subscriptions. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. That would be why. Okay. It probably just has like when the market data doesn't resubscribe automatically. All right. Well, let's figure this out. We've got 20 minutes to figure this out. It'll auto renew. Let's cancel. Cancel subscription. We continue next month. Okay. Give me bundle level 1. Hold on. I already have it. Doesn't let me get it, huh? Alright. Data developer current month, auto renew, and I click it, and it doesn't have an option to update subscriptions. Nothing pops up in the web version. Okay, let me do the desktop version here really quick. Let me get on my laptop. So I guess when the market data doesn't auto resubscribe. That's very weird. What's up, guys? Don't forget to hit the like button while you're here. Give us some love on the stream. We'll be doing My Fun and Features giveaway in a little bit. I'm gonna try to buy my market data over here in the desktop version of this thing. The option to pay for data isn't even showing up. Hold on, let me go here. Where was it? Add-on? Subscription. Oh, subscription. Well, who fucking knows? I don't even know. Yeah, it's a trade debate. It doesn't even give me the option. Like I go to the option, market data, I pick subscribe. I even paid for the data, whatever, on August the 1st. So I don't know why. So it's been paid for. It just is not, it's just not showing up as, well, rip. Yeah. I'm pretty fucking tired of it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm just like, what's up, guys? Good morning. Okay, we'll be doing a My Fun and Futures giveaway in just a little bit. 11 o'clock probably, as soon as we get to our 1,100 viewers every single day, guys. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Give us some love there. Ooh, it's getting time for a haircut again. I haven't shaved in a while. I think my beard's getting a little hardy and thick here. Yeah, so try a different browser. I'll clear the browser crash out. Might be something worth doing. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Actually, I'll have to download another computer. Hold on. All right, so I'm looking for possible, okay, we'll be gapping down, and I'm looking for, obviously, redistribution zone's going to be in here. If resilience is negative out the door, it probably can continue to sell. I'm betting that maybe just the index has dropped a little bit and that resilience might be on the fence or close to being zero, that will at least run up to half gap. So when I look at this, I use the halfway point between here and here to look for risk and reward. So an example on NASDAQ, this is what I'm framing a trade for. I jumped in on one contract in another account. So that's basically at 943 to about 830. It's about 100 points. It's about a 50-point half gap, at least if it goes to test with the 40-point stop. At least from here, it's more than 1-to-1, which is why I jumped in on it. It's a little trick I do. And if I'm wrong small. I'm wrong from the right place. Okay, let me log into this over here. Let me see if another browser actually makes it work. Nope, no, the browser doesn't even work either. Switch trading environments and Tradeovate? Yeah, I mean, I tried doing that too. The weirdest part is that it says I have, hold on, I'll show you guys. Watch this. It says I have CME bundle, but then it says I don't have any market data subscriptions at the same time. Weird. Very weird. Yep. So there is something weird going on because look. So this is what it's saying. Look, I have CME bundle, level 1, and my subscription. Check. I paid for it August 1st. And market data. You now have market data subscriptions. Like, what the hell? Like, do I know Tiffany? LOL. So I have the bundle, but I don't have the bundle. Let's go. Let's go. That's why it won't let me buy it again. All right, let's go. Yeah. No, it is a fun next issue, dude. Every fucking day is a fun next issue. I'm literally at my wit's end, man. I tried resubscribing again. It doesn't even give the option. When you do the drop down, nothing shows up. I tried everything. I was like, let me pay for it again or whatever. And when you type in a ticker, nothing comes up on the drop down. Like, you can't even buy it. Oh, you paid, but you didn't pay. Which was it, customer service at Funded Next or with Tradeovate? Yeah. I have to like and subscribe and click notifications on data. Get that $1 million payout for revenge. I know, right? Yeah, it's them. Boy. Well, looks like I'm without those accounts. But those accounts did make like $1,800 last night, or $1,900. My accounts were liquidated on that rug pull. No, I mean, even if they were, even if I did blow up, you'd still have the accounts would still be there. Wouldn't be an empty screen. And they're all active on the website, so the only accounts are there. And the data being orange, that's the problem. So maybe they'll flip a button. I wrote them an angry email just now. When is the 20% MyFunded Futures coming back? Maybe in a week. You guys stay tuned because I'll let you guys know. I'm going to get 2 flash sales this month. So about a week apart is what they said. So I'll let you guys know about the next one. All right, market is opening in 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. 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 Man, I am looking a little slightly thick-bearded Matt. Just crap because I'm not gonna be able to trade all of my accounts now. So when the trolls show up, you guys are here for it. Matt doesn't have his other 7 accounts. It's the Popeyes from last night. It kind of was. IDOC's dad loves Popeyes, so before they flew back to Vietnam, our final farewell dinner is a tradition that we go get Popeyes. Because the Popeyes is great there in Vietnam, but it's different. The chicken here in the States and seasonings are different. And he likes this one better. Yeah, we went over the PPI data. So today PPI was an uptick, a really big uptick that is reflecting exactly what, Michigan numbers were starting to project the inflation numbers would be like relative to, what they were in account of the tariffs, right? We had our first giant uptick, 3.3% on the PPI side. So this is on the producers, the price at which they sell to like distributors and retail. And so that's going up. And so producers and manufacturers are jacking up their prices, probably due to the tariffs on the imports, either from the companies they buy from or if they're importing themselves. That's it. So PPI is going to imply that it's possible CPI can continue to go on that trend. Now CPI has been trending up just a little bit, and PPI just finally bumped up this month. So there might be a delayed effect. This can imply that CPI is going to continue to go higher. And of course, this should completely, like, maybe, hopefully, maybe not, maybe will affect people's belief on the September rate cut. And it looks like we're still at 94%, which is pretty okay. But I'm going to guarantee you guys this. I think that, you know, with the inflation going up to 4 or 5%, that's the only rate cut we're going to get this year. And we might barely get one next year if we even get one at all. Yeah, I would say we might get the rate cut this year just because, you know, Wall Street seems to be unfazed by this. But I will say in general, I'm not a big fan of these numbers. Slightly homeless, slightly. I know, right? Is Jollibee any good? Hell yeah, Jollibee's good. Jollibee's great. Jollibee's some good stuff. Filipino fried chicken. Had to use a different computer to log into Trade-Evade, and then data user agreement popped up. I just did the same thing, Sam, and nothing popped up. It's kind of very, like, bummed out about that. Let me try it one more time in the Trade-Evade desktop. Good idea. Yep, nothing. Nothing at all. Got nothing at all. Am I long at the open? I am. I grabbed the long. I have it. It's in one account off screen. I should grab the long right here. This is going to be my my first trade that I make at market open. Just to be consistent with you guys, I do the same thing at market open. I always keep the trade that I'm making at market open, the first trade we focus on the stream. Yesterday somebody was like, well, you seem to be losing trades all day. How did you? And I'm like, well, I have other accounts too. Only one of the accounts took losses, and I had like $1,300 on that account. But all my other accounts did well. Well, not all of them. Some of them did. I think I walked away net green yesterday for sure. But I don't trade all my accounts at one time. I rotate them in. This is certainly a valid strategy for prop firms. Like absolutely crush it in the prop space. What do you think about Funding Ticks? Funding Ticks reached out to me the other day and asked me to join forces with them. I'm gonna get funded next couple more hot minutes, and then I might do a hot swap if they don't get their shit together. Funding Ticks is great. A lot of people I know work with them. All right, let's get that open trade here. We got the opening move. Resilience is positive. Good. If I can get the half gap, I'd be extremely excited about this. But what I hear about Funding Ticks is actually pretty darn good. People that trade with them say a lot about them. A lot of good things about them. Oh, wait. This account needs only... Okay. Let's get that open trade. Resilience is greater than 0. Sitting it open. We're going to test the open in just a second. Do we hold it open with positive res? Let me try with one contract. Res is decently positive. We're good. Open a half gap would be really nice. Let's see when the liquidity maps come through. At least now one contract is small, just small position on Nasdaq here. That's it. So we're going to kind of keep my fingers crossed and we don't just dump and die today. Come on, maps. Let's go. Load up. Oh, great. Perfect. Okay. MHP. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let's do it. MHP. Hell yeah. Bull long up at MHP. Let's go. EST. 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 Fingers crossed. Double check fix here really quick. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Let's run it, baby.
Order filled.
That's on my funded, by the way. I grabbed long on that as well. A plus is only on that guy. Order filled. Yes, sir. You haven't seen me trade my funded in a while because I haven't seen no A plus setups in a while. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Vix is good. Clean decay. All right, fingers crossed. Go to half gap and go half. Oh God, bull on every single time. Hold on, let me get the song. It's rally day from here. Hold on. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Positive resilience. We are opening at the bottom, right under MHP. EST setup right here at the long. Let's go, baby. Fingers crossed. Oh, hold on. I gotta check something really quick. Fingers crossed. Gap fill, baby. Hold on. This resilience is hopefully positive, greater than 0. Let's keep our fingers crossed. This is MHP, like a regular MHP. From liquidity map, the automatic one. Come on, baby. Hang in there. Don't sell off today. Keep that fight in you. Don't die today, market. Oh, resilience is good. Bull long up, hedge pressure there is pretty fine. S&P at the same spot, too. So if we break MHP, market's going to die. So again, fingers are crossed here. Come on, let's get a second wave up, man. Come on. MHP is dead market if we lose it. ESG every single time. Negative resilience means half gap is my only trade here, though. Resistance. That sucks. So keep in mind, stocks are selling off. Oh, fingers crossed there. Come on. Resilience, do better, baby. Monthly hedge, right? I love making money. I'm out. Resilience is negative. I closed out. Across the board. ESG every single time. I don't have to do anything else. Res is negative. I'm out. Resistance, resistance, resistance. It doesn't matter if it goes. I'm out. Well, I wish I had my fund in X open. I could play with that, but all right. I had to close out though at half gap because I don't have anything. Res is not positive yet. How much today so far? Keep in mind, I don't have any of my funded next, but you need to add 18 or 1900 bucks to that because I did make some trades overnight. I just have my, I just have these guys. That's it. So it's a plus 1800, so whatever that ends up being. So my funded next, really sad days. All right. Just had your first 10K day, bro. Let's go. Res is positive now? Nah, just be careful on Res. Doesn't mean the market's gonna sell off. Just be careful on this one. All right, so let me Res develop a little bit more. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Wait, which account? So this one needs... this one is at consistency already again. I think I went over a little bit on consistency on that. That's the one I just requested a payout on. So let me switch out accounts. Yeah, that was this one. So this one, no trading. This one is good. So that one, that one's at consistency. That one's at the $3,000 profit target over 5 days. So I can make like 600 bucks on that one. And these are... Which one are you? Okay, you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. Res is positive again. Oh shit. Very nice. I'll be making the same trade a second time with positive res. And through here. I'm gonna grab one more long of this contract here. Let me... I'll tell you when I grab it by my funded. So resilience being positive, waiting for this. Again, if this does happen, we can go all the way up to half gap on S&Ps. So I just grabbed one contract just to continue the move up to fill the gap. Just one in one account. That's it. I'm gonna grab it in my funded account as well on any pullback. Good deal, good deal, good deal. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building in all my accounts if it dips one more time. Breaking MHP in the market's absolutely gonna die today, so I think we should be all right. Good deal, man. Hell yeah. Looking solid, looking solid. This is a pretty good setup. So basically what we're looking for here is it's the 1B trade, which is open, orange, open. And if you break through open, it goes to next resistance. So this is the orange. Open, orange, open. So this is the pressure to there. And if this white line is greater than 0, we go all the way up to fill the gap. So that's what I'm looking for today. And so this resilience number is kind of on the fence here. We're gonna look at the gap and go situation. If most of the stocks have gapped down and they are supporting, like Nvidia is supporting, which is really good to see that. Apple is supporting, which is really good to see that. Amazon supporting, great to see that. Meta is the one troublesome child here, breaking through monthly hedge pressures, negative gamma there, and Tesla's good. Google's good. Yeah, all the big stocks are good. Now the question is for the continuation. I'm going to take a risk in just one of the 5 accounts here. And on that first dip, I'm going to go back and grab my funded account as well. And now funded next is still sitting here. Oh, here we go. I got a message from them. Let's see if I got it. Hold on. Double checking these. Nope, never mind. False alarm. They didn't write me back yet. Dude, I love it. This has been a crazy morning. Good job, good job, good job, good job. All right, like I said, just for one on the continuation, just in case it goes, I'm taking risk in one of the accounts here. I lost all my drawing tools for some reason. They're all gone. God, I love this automation. This automation is so sexy. Like I said, I'm just taking the risk in one of the accounts now, just one, for continuation move. And resilience is negative, so that's all I'm kind of waiting to see if I get anything better. Like, why the hell not? Do we get the gap fill? Res is positive. Let's go. Let's run it. On that dip, I just grabbed more of my funded a second ago. I said I was going to grab it on the first dip, and I grabbed it. Oh, I love his A pluses, dude. A plus. A plus setups, man. Right out the door. And I longed at the open, and when I opened with the A plus, I just got so happy. So here to here and res is greater than 0. That's what we look for. Let's go. So I'm only long in 2 accounts right now. 1 contract in this one. 2 again in my funded in my funded futures account. Not funded next. Sorry, I said the wrong one. My funded futures on the dip. My funded next are not showing up for some reason. Res greater than 0 is all the way to fill the gap. That's what we're looking for. This is great. This is great. Nasdaq is getting even a second bump there, which is perfect. Dude, I love these A plus setups. 90% stay on the same side. You guys know the rule there. 90% same side close. Oh, that's a good. Okay, let me double check also where my overnight dynamics are, just so I can make sure I'm safe. S&P's 6478 was the overnight dynamic. Okay. On the newer numbers, which I did draw on here, which is right here at the half cap. Okay. Let me try this again at one more account then. Man, this is great. This song absolutely slaps, dude. This is like the victory lap song where you have like the montage of all the great things you did. Oh, look at that res pumping, baby. Let's go. Let me add one more account to the mix in just a second. Just give me a second here. Res just pumping in half cap. Let me see if maybe I'm just hoping that if I refresh, it'll show up. One more good song. Nope, didn't show up. Lame shit. All right. Hopefully things are good here to fill the gap. SBS still has some room to move. We have dynamic resistance here at 6479, which would be about right here. But dude, everything is so strong right here. The support is absolutely strong. So if the worst case scenario happens and we get another dip here, I get the same trade a second time, it'd be great. Resilience is chopping all over the place, so be very careful here. I want that to be above 0, so we'll see. Come on, rip it, flip it, and reverse it. Let's go up to the top. Let's at least half cap at least would be good. For at least the other 6 or 7 points would be good. Indicators are still okay. Res is a little wobbly, but I always err to the bull side when things are good. Greater market DD ratio 92. Let's check monthly maps really quick while we're waiting. Okay, we'll check this one. Bullish, bull side increasing. Volatility picking up next week. Expiration is Friday, so don't forget, guys. We could get some volatility leading into expiration. So again, I'm not gonna sleep on this. Thinking we get some big ass rally today, but we're still okay, especially on Nasdaq, which is good. Nice, clean, bullish support. Bearish side is getting weaker when this light gray is slipping down. Bear side liquidating, which is good. Supports a strong close into the end of the month, which is great. But again, today's the day the market can decide to shit all over itself and die, but we'll see. People are trying to sell this right now, and resilience is still pretty good, which supports at half gap. So at least to fill the gap is the only move I can see right now that's worth anything. So this is going to break a second time and go through here, at least to fill the gap, and I'll close right at the top of that white line there. This is all A+ setup from the start. 90% same side close at hedge, which is great. Resilience just took a huge fat uptick at the bottom, which is good, supporting this even further. This is amazing, guys. I love this. 90% same side close, A+ right here from the start. 90% of days will close above this orange. A+. Resilience is greater than 0. B+. All plus. Plus. I could just fill the gap and call it. That's all we need to do here. God, that song is great, dude. That song is like my fucking jam. You want some monkey paw and some fans? Come on, the more music, the better. I might just hold on to the my funded as far as I can for the day. This is a tiny little fan. I know I didn't draw big enough. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, friends. Smash that like button. We have 338 likes. We're doing a giveaway pretty soon. We got to get those numbers up to 1,100. So if you guys can go to maybe my social media and retweet that, retweet my tweet there. Hang in there, market. Fill the gap. We're going to go about 32 to 42, another 10 points. Actually, this account is very close to consistency. I can only make like 500 bucks total. More on this one. I'll have to close out pretty much at $500 profit. Hang in there, baby. Come on. Hit the top. Every hour. Revolution. Hold on, I'm writing on Twitter. You guys yell at me if I start losing money. I'm not even watching it. Dude, A+ is a long way. I love when these things happen. This is just a gap fill play to come up completely and fill the gap on positive resilience, which is a support here at half gap. I love, oh my gosh, guys, the dynamic labeling. How are you guys, by the way, number one is, how are you guys enjoying the dynamic labeling with all the notes in here that's like updating for you live in real time? Isn't that cool? All right, I got to close out at about 500. There it is. There's the target. I can only make 500 bucks, give or take, and that's closed out. This account I'm still in, this one has 2, and that one's closed out. I'm gonna put all this shit on the screen, that way the trolls shut the fuck up. All right, flat, my funded. That is the trade I wanted. We did fill the gap. I should just hold on to that for the rest of the day. I'm still live in my funded, so. Oh, let me see which account I still have a couple I can play in. Damn, guys. All right. Fuck yeah. Fill the gap. That's a gap fill trade. Now it could be done for the day, and I can literally just call it for the day. But that's really, 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 really good. Let me get a little bit of overshoot here, and I'll clear out my funded as soon as we tap through the anchor point. And I will close that out right now for $3,000 of profit. Oh! Oh! Okay, guys, do me a favor. Hold on, wait, I gotta get my, let me get my accounts all loaded up here and figure out which one I can still trade. Hang on. Ooh! There's some rocks in chat, boys. Let's see what y'all got. Hold on, we get this one right here. Which one are you? Rockets, 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 rockets. It's textbook setup. Literally textbook. Okay. Okay, that one. That one is a no. That one is a no. So these two are maxed out. This one is still a maybe. And this one is... That's a no. So I got two accounts I could still work on. God, funded next. Fuck you, funded next. Seriously, dude. I love you guys, but fuck y'all. Literally, I love them, but wasting my fucking time and y'all's time too. And here I am over there being their customer service team for a minute, and I'm getting problems. You guys might think, oh, big influencer gets all the handouts and all the fun stuff, and they get first. I ain't first anything. I'm waiting in line just like the rest of you guys. I'm in coach also, boarding group E, you know, at Southwest. I'm waiting in line. I'm the last name to get called to get on the plane. All right, let's go. Seriously, I love them, and I can't say anything bad about them, but fuck them. You know what I mean? Seriously, get your shit together, guys, and finding pips is making a very, very substantial, compelling case for me to work with them instead. You know what I mean? All right, guys, do me a favor. You gotta do me a favor and whip it out. Like I said, I'm gonna give them a couple more weeks to fix everything they're trying to fix. They said they're fixing it, so I believe them. Every day is something different, and I don't want to get the runaround. I'm just gonna be honest with me. Add $900 to this, or $1,800 to this, because I made two $900 trades in my funded X accounts last night before they all vanished from the damn DOM. So that's it today. All right, guys, whip it out. I only trade my funded live account on A+ setups. That's the live accounts are so strict, dude. I hate. They all daily lost them and shit. And they really suck. Like, I mean, the account doesn't suck. They suck for me. Like, I'm horrible at daily loss on it. My funded futures is fantastic. I mean, they're the best prop from out there. I've had an amazing time in the live program. It's been nice. The MHP line that I draw here, you need to come to the boot camp, and I'll teach you all about it. Monthly hedge pressure is something that comes from the algo. We have another model that calculates another pivot point overnight. That is the overnight pivot. As you see, it's a similar process, but what it does is it's balanced for a different time, or balanced at a different time. And what it does is it calculates off of a real-time open interest model. So the difference between the two orange lines, one of them's done overnight. This is based on an estimate model that guesses what the real-time open interest is. Okay, that's it. Real-time. It's an estimate. At 5:30 in the evening, we do it. This one's done 9:30 in the morning. This is the real hedge pressure. Okay, so what we do is, all things being equal, dude, did I close out at like the right fucking time? God, I love being so good at I love being so good at this. Yeah. All right. So half gap support could be a support to finish up the day. But you know what? Let's chill out for a minute. Let me give you guys a lesson really quick on this overnight dynamic. And I've been telling you guys I've learned something about it. Okay, so originally what I used to do at 5:30 in the afternoon, I do an estimate model. You don't get the real-time open interest till later in the evening. And then we use that in the opening information, the prices, the Greeks, and all the other information we pull out to calculate monthly hedge pressure at exactly 9:30 in the morning. This comes out at exactly 9:30 in the morning, the one with the label. The other one I draw on there is an estimate overnight, and I did this so we can have some overnight pivots. I have a real-time open interest model that I have since completed that guesses what the open interest will be before it's delivered to us from Opera. Once a day, everyone on Wall Street gets the same numbers once a day. And now, with that being said, on this level here, the open interest estimate creates a pivot. And as you see, the pivot is strong with volume. Monthly hedge pressure is a characteristic hedging, like balancing place where the majority of delta hedging takes place here. It's the gamma maximum exposure dealers. So what that means is the maximum delta hedging, or i.e. maximum order flow. You guys can easily agree with me that touching this orange line on the estimate model from the overnight is a pivot. It does all the things we expect it to do. It is a high volume pivot. Check, 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 right on the pivot. Yes. If you break through it, the market becomes irrational and chaotic. We didn't break through it this time. We broke through it earlier, and it itself is a pivot in either direction. And you can see that when we got there is when I was like, well, right on the overshoot, I'll close out. And I did. I closed everything out because I've been noticing something with the overnights. And again, it gives you two pivots to play with. And we didn't expect and again, it was made as an estimate. I created the entire thing so we can have some kind of a sense of what is the hedge pressure overnight. Like, can we calculate what we think it is overnight? Remember, hedge pressure does not static. It moves around in real time. So at the close of the day, we're estimating what we think hedge pressure will be in the morning. That's exactly what we're doing. And something beautiful happened with the calculations. See, overnight, while it does turn out to be a very rock solid, amazing pivot overnight, people started telling me that it also works very well in the daytime session, even though it was an overnight estimate. And there's still some residual hedging and a lot of volume at these pivots overnight. And the members were the ones that told me about it. It wasn't something we intended. I was like, it's an estimate model. The 930 one is the exact model. But for some reason, the estimate model still creates volume. Let me make that where you guys can see it. There's still volume here, and we just kind of don't understand why. And it comes to the conclusion that other firms in Wall Street have a similar approach to balancing their own risk and hedging. If they're an example is or hedging against what the rest of Wall Street is doing. If another firm is trying to guess where everybody else's risk is, they would come to a similar conclusion as me, and therefore people are behaving at this level. It only leads me to believe that I've created something that the majority of Wall Street somewhat has stumbled upon as well, which is neat, because why are other people acting in the daytime session at these overnight pivots that are estimates, right? You can easily see that this is the pivot. There's the high volume when you get there, and then when you break through it, there's the sporadic, chaotic volume that you expect with any hedge pressure break, right? The volume is just all over the place when at lunchtime it should be decaying. So the characteristics of monthly hedge pressure are high volume when you touch it, a nice clean volume distribution when you touch it, so like a bell curve, right? And then when you break through it, it's not a bell curve, it's a choppy mess. So check and check, all things line up, right? And it's in the daytime session this happens. There's a couple things that also are need to say, is that when you break through it, the market collapses and crashes and VIX goes through the roof. Check. This happened that day. This is the Thursday crash, and this is the following up Friday crash. And I'm tracking here so you guys can see it. So Friday, right? We bounced on it. Again, here's your high volume. You can see this at the bottom. There's your, well, let me zoom in. You can see the volume. It turns out that these pivots are fantastic. Oh, let's kind of zoom in. I can see the volume here. Come on. So hard to say. Overnight, right? They're beautiful pivots overnight. Boom and boom. And then when you break through it, there's chaotic, sporadic volume at 2 o'clock in the morning. So it does exactly what we expect it to do based on my definitions of what hedge pressure should be doing. And what's neat to notice about it is that when you break through it, it crashes. You break through it, it crashes. When you open above, it rallies. When you open below, it closes below. Remember, hedge pressure has the same side open and close rate of 90%. So if you open above, it's only a 10% chance you break, and when you break, it's chaos. So open above, close above, open below, close below. Open above, close below, above, open above, close above. And this one pivoted exactly on the level in the daytime session. And again, these estimate models turned out to be very good pivots. We calculate this last night. This pivot's calculated last night, and for whatever reason, again, we don't fully understand it. It still has residual effects in the daytime. There's a million reasons why. That's why, I mean, we understand like many of the reasons it could be, but we can't pinpoint exactly why. There's a million reasons people are hedging at that level, and it's because other people come up with a similar real-time open interest model with the available information. All of us have the same information. Nobody in Wall Street has more information than I do. We're all on the same playing field. We all get the same data. So the thing is that they come to the same conclusion with the same data that can likely explain why there's similar behaviors at that level. And you can see that orange, same side open and close. This held most of the day and then finally just closed or sort of like sold at the close. So this I'll call, didn't crash through it. Open above, close above. And you can see that the probabilities are really good, right? It's very rare you break through. Now the 2 days we had here, open below, close below, open below, sell off below, right? The market is not necessarily extremely bullish here. So the 2 days, the first 2 days in a row, we've opened below this monthly hedge pressure. Is there something to take from that? Usually, and again, this is the newer model, and usually that denotes a kind of flip-flop or kind of like polarity change in the hedging. Open below, it's likely to close below. Open below, it's likely to close below. So I don't think this is the day that ends up like this. I don't think that's what we get at all. As a matter of fact, this might be the day that ends up down in here. And so again, this is still test data because this is the new model, and the new model I'm testing, but I have to trade off the new model before I release it to everybody here. I never release something unless I put my own money to it. So for a while, you guys are going to see me trading off of these levels to see if I think they're any good. And if they're not any good, I'm going to scrap the whole thing and redo the model with the newest set of assumptions that I made. Algorithmic footprints. Yeah, like as Crimsa said, some kind of algorithmic footprints. Like people are coming to similar conclusions and behaving in similar areas. And it's just kind of like the math we did is anybody that understands options math would approach it the same way I did. And I'm sure tons of quantitative groups out there have used the information and created the same solution. It's not rocket science to understand the options math. It's actually pretty straightforward if you understand the math. Now, it's hard to understand the math, but the math leads you to the conclusion. There's no magic when it comes to hedge pressure other than my hedging model and the real-time open interest model. I assume certain things inside of it, and that's where it would stand out from someone else's model. But the options math and finding gamma maximums and such of a set of data is a pretty straightforward approach. Now, other people might have come to similar conclusions on a real-time open interest model, which you have the same data. You have open interest, you have volume, you have auxiliary markets, and maybe maybe Wall Street has come to the same conclusion. I don't know. So anywho, the point I'm trying to make today is that we're below monthly hedge for the second day in a row in the new model. And is that telling us something? Well, yesterday was the day that it just opened and sold. So is this a sign of this weird structure here in the new model that this is maybe a sell-off month or sell-off day again, like yesterday? Again, I don't ever bet on it, but we'll see. Does that imply anything? Well, VVIX has gone up 2 days in a row. Okay, so that's a good relationship, right? This is how we learn stuff here. Right? 2 days in a row, VVIX has gone up both days, and both days we've been in this area where the polarity has shifted. That's an interesting observation. Again, we'll observe this further, but now we say, aha, well, can we predict that VVIX can go up? Maybe. I mean, that looks like, if you're positive gamma, negative gamma, and maybe the flip is happening because of monthly OPEX, right? Because that's 2 days, right? So neat to know that in the last week of the month, this is very sensitive to expiration, right? So this is how we learn stuff here, and you guys can follow the process in real time. You know what I'm saying, baby? What's the next boot camp? Boot camp's already started now. You join now if you want to do the boot camp, or else it's 2 months. It starts over 2 months from now. We've only done 2 of the classes, so you can easily catch up. Rocket Suiter started the MHP, baby. So here we go. Here's some observations, right? VVIX goes up both days when we're below MHP on the polarity shift, and before monthly hedge, monthly expiration, monthly hedge also moves very rapidly. Interesting to see. So anyways, can we learn something from that? And I watch it for some time to see if it's any good. Now these are the same dynamic levels that we had in the S&P. We did open above, and it's likely to stay closed above, which again, one could potentially trade from here to here. All the signals are good for a 79 to 89, a 10-point 1-to-1 setup. 1-to-1 setup is one that I would take. This is also an A+ setup, which is really nice. It should stay on the same side of that. Nasdaq filled the gap and I closed out. So right now I'm chilling to see if I get anything better. But man, I just have this weird feeling about wanting to sit out and wanting to watch to see if anything, if that is a predictive thing, that being below those MHP levels is a predictive thing that the volatility is still possibly there. VVIX is going up, right? So we can see if the VIX starts to move. It's not rocket science, it's rocket scooter. Quantrepreneur. Hey, I like that word. That's a cool word. What happens when you touch it? I'm trying to make a dirty joke out of that. What happens when you touch it? Well, it grows. Yeah, when you touch it, it grows. So when you touch hedge pressure, all it does is it splits. Ow, don't touch it that hard. Jesus. Okay, so hedge pressure, when you touch it, is a high volume pivot. So it's where I plan trades from. It's one of the strongest high volume pivots we have. Over here on the right, you can see that it is a strong bouncing pivot from open, open, hedge, open. Like these are really rock solid pivots. And when you break through it, it's a severe move. Whenever I have these break lines, 1, 2, 3, it's a severe move. We fell. And I just basically arbitrarily grabbed the dip, and we started here, and then the market opened, and then we're opening above it. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I hung on to the trade. First, I went to half gap, closed out because resilience was wobbly. My tiebreaker, this white line was wobbly. And then when it started to formulate, like, you know, like my next game plan, when I started pulling my next game plan up in my head, I go, well, resilience got better. Let me buy the dip here. And I just grabbed in those 3 accounts that I grabbed again, and then boom, traded it right back to there and closed out. It's a pretty solid day. The volume grow. When you touch it, you smack it, you rip it. It curves, has a nice curve to it. Volume grows. Sorry, I had to because it's going up towards your TP. Oh yeah. TP used to stand for take profit, now it just stands for touch penis. Let's just be real. As many dick jokes as we throw around here. Do my levels explain SMT? What is SMT? Is that ICT stuff? Smart money technique. So we all never gonna say the word TP the same again, right? Okay. Smart money. I don't know all the smart money technique stuff, but the majority of ICT basic stuff is to identify breakouts and momentum, like they call, like, oh, there's a fair value gap there or whatever. They don't go hand in hand. They're not at all the same or even similar, but they both are trying to find periods of consolidation and liquidity, and then identify the difference between the noise and the breakout. So ICT concepts, and whether it's the candle theories or there's so many weird stuff. Or turtle soup. There's some idiot on Twitter. I invented turtle soup. Some weirdo, like literally like the world's most punchable sounding face. I hear these people just like come up with the weirdest sounding shit. It's all the same thing. It's candles, and this stuff has been talked about for 100 years. And so anyways, these people aren't traders. These people are salesmen. The idea is that they're all the same thing. They're all trying to identify periods of consolidation or liquidity versus periods of breakout or illiquidity. And so any technique that does that is good. It doesn't matter how you do that. They're all exactly the same. They're trying to identify, okay, here's like consolidation, breakout, consolidation, right? So you go to whatever, Romeo, whatever. Yeah, I don't even know the name. Look, here's the candle. The candle has a wick here and a wick here, and there's the breakout, and then there's the signal, and there's the whatever. Same thing. You go to Pat Whelan's channel. It's called a bull flag. Like, it's all the same stuff, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's all good, right? It's all equally good or bad or equally whatever. There's no difference between all of it. All of it's using the candles to try to identify periods of illiquidity and liquidity. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's what you want to do as a trader. Illiquidity produces a move in one direction. Liquidity produces consolidation. And any way you can identify that is good, right? Rocket Scooter does not look at candles. It's the one difference between us and that, but we find liquidity in different ways. We find liquidity at specific levels. We don't look at a series of candles to determine, okay, it's liquid here. And then it moves and we go, aha, there's the breakout. Let's buy the dip and then get the run. A lot of momentum traders will do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I made the momentum play a second ago. You guys even saw it. Now, again, I'm not using any smart money concepts, but I did long. And then when it got there, I closed out and then the market moved and bounced on that support. I jumped in one more time. Am I doing smart money techniques? No, but am I doing the same trade a smart money techniques person would be doing? Yeah, we stumbled upon the same conclusion, right? So everybody's kind of doing the same thing when they're trading, right? I'm not using that technique, but I did the same thing your ICT traders would be doing, which is to trade on the breakout on the confirmation on support. We've created a fair value gap, what do they call it? And now supporting at the gap, take the long. I'm certainly not doing that in my head. I'm doing something else in my head. In my head, we hit this level of resilience and I got confluence with the stock, so I'm longing. As you can see, if two different techniques come to the same conclusion, it's called confluence. You put them together and they're dynamite, as people have said. So when you use these concepts with our levels, people have literally told me, including ICT himself, who's a big fan of Rocket Scooter tools and he watches the stream a lot of the time. As a matter of fact, he texts me and trolls me and has fun, just goofs off and sometimes messes with me while I'm trading. He, you know, like if I make a bad trade, I'll literally get a text from Mike and he'll be like, oof. So obviously, like, it's really cool that two people have created like two different concepts that come to similar conclusions. Much respect for it, because by itself, it's doing the same thing everything else is doing. He started watching our stream when I started competing in the Robbins Cup. And he was like, he's like, this is cool. He's like, I like what you guys have made. You know, I'll stick around and check it out. So he'll pop in from time to time. But that's exactly what smart money is. Levels or liquidity. And every technique that's trying to do that is like the correct technique. There's nothing wrong about it. Now, the technique itself and my technique itself is not going to make you money as a trader. It's your position management that makes you money as a trader. The technique just helps you identify like where's the efficient place to long or short from, right? And that's really the decision that any kind of charting should lead you to. Where do I long or short from? And then all the stuff like how and why comes from the confluences, how comes into your risk management style. You really have to hit all pieces to be a good trader. But they all come to a similar conclusion, which is kind of neat. But pairing them together is great, right? An example is I give you a level that has a 90% same side close rate. And then I say, aha, we followed that level. Let me long at that level. Okay. So in the consolidation, as someone else has a bull flag or a bear flag, maybe somebody would call this a bear pennant or bull pennant. That's why I don't understand the difference, right? If I do this, it looks like a flag. Okay, so let me bet on the breakout. Well, this looks like a flag. Let me bet on the breakout. Well, that one lost and that one won with that philosophy, right? So how do I beat the coin flip nature of bull flags and bull pennants, right? Because it is literally, you can see as a coin flip. Well, the idea is use something else as confluence. Monthly hedge pressure stays on this side 90% of the time, right? So let me take the bet in that direction. Cha-ching, right? Monthly hedge pressure is resistance, right? So, and same side here, we fell and we held and then it broke above. So I can use the probabilities, and this, my stuff is based on options data. So mine's, I don't even look at the candle data at all to produce this. So the idea is you have a flag or a pennant, Pat Whelan strat, you got ICT, consolidating, whatever they call it here, or some like, you know, turtle crab soup, whatever here. And then you're like, well, which way do I bet? And then you go, oh, Rocket Scooter has a probabilistic approach that says the upside is more likely. And the confluence with that comes double down when the stocks themselves are also above the orange line, which means this orange line is greater than 0. This is the net market cap flux above orange of the stocks. So 500 companies, the majority of them are above orange as well. So if the stocks are up here, the index is going to be up there. Boom. Now we've completed that style of trading with some probabilistic edge to go with it, right? And so then you think about it like that. You put the two together. Now you have a strong system, right? So very good pairing if you need confluence to break the coin flip, right? The reason why any trader does well, whether it's, you know, ICT or any kind of charting technique, is because they're great at managing their account, managing the risk, right? There's no statistical edge in charts. It's a 50-50. There have been mathematicians that have proved it. Chart patterns are 50-50, which means ICT concepts 50-50. Bull flags, bull pennants, 50-50. So how do traders make money with it? It's the other parts. It's how you manage your position. How do you know when you're wrong? Your efficiency, waiting for the right entry. Example is like if a trader is trying to trade right here. Get my pencil tool here for a second. A trader is trying to trade right here. You're not taking the long right here versus taking the long right here. That's two different trades, right? Two different traders. One of them taking the long right here might get squeezed out before the market run. The patient trader might not and get the better entry. So inside of these coin flips, there's ways for you to optimize. You can be more efficient. This is an E for more efficient at the bottom and less efficient at the top. These traders are going to lose money more than those traders are. So increasing your efficiency in this randomness can improve your odds. Being patient for setups can improve your odds, right? And so how do people like, you know, any ICT trader out there, Brian trades ICT, a ton of people out there do. It's coin flip, right? Well, how does he do well? Well, this part, the waiting part, the knowing where to strike part. Pat trades bull flags and bear flags. It's coin flips. There's no edge to that. But what the edge is here. The edge is in how he trades, his style. He's got an edge by doing this. And that's like essentially what I always teach people, is that the edge is not seen on the candles. Candles are random. They'll always be random. This is options math. It's very rare that there's enough selling pressure to overtip all of Wall Street. That's why that works as a statistical edge, but it's not using candles. I firmly believe that candles can't provide any kind of edge to trading. I found that out through my approach of trying to find some kind of edge in the charts. In all the years of searching, I was never able to come up with something that was an edge. There's no chart pattern that works. At predicting the market. They all work at telling you where to enter and exit though. But you're still flipping a coin at that spot. The magic comes into position sizing and how you manage that position. Yeah. 60% of trading is risk management. I'd say more like 90% of trading is planning. 9% of trading is acting, and 1% of trading is reacting. A lot of people, though, 90% of trading is reacting. Holy crap, it's going up. Let me get in on this. Oh, okay, yeah. You're just reacting to something, right? I didn't plan for that. I'm not doing it. But yeah, most of trading is risk management. I'd say the majority of successful trading, all of your approach should be focusing on the one most important decision you make, which is how big this number is before you push that button. This is the most important decision you ever make, is is when and how. Like when you get in and how you get in. Where you get in, that's easy. Anybody can. Where is easy. The where I can. Here's the where. It's right there. My trade was from there. My trade is supported from there, but from there. Where is I don't have to think twice about it. It's literally the algorithm shows me where, but where doesn't guarantee that I make money as a trader, right? The art form is all up in here. 60%, maybe even more than that, 80%, 90%. You know, all of my thought goes into size count. I'm always running numbers in my head. Okay, well, if I lose this, if I go to here, I'm down 800. Can I afford that? Okay, that's good. I can take that drawdown. But if I need to make $400 more, can I make it? Okay, how many points is that? I'm always thinking like this part, the P&L part, the risk part, the how much I'm going to lose part, the how much can I gain? Is there room to gain? I'm always doing like number crunching. I might be sitting here staring at it or talking to you guys. I'm always crunching numbers in my head. It's part of it. That's most of it. %% is supporting Trump tweets. That's hilarious. Bum, 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 bum. You remember some studies that showed that certain chart patterns were like slightly better than a coin flip? I think there was a study by a Brazilian math team, and I remember reading this like maybe 10 years ago, that tried to test every major technical analysis pattern over certain periods of time. And the best that a couple of them ever came out was like slightly better than 50%. Yeah. Sorry about that. You trade the windowless van kidnapping pattern. Enigma edition on open sometimes if market is full moon market. Sounds like a great trading pattern. Why the distance between levels of the new model so much wider than previous days? The new model assumes more trades on the open interest side of things. The new model actually, so an example is, here's all the options orders, right? And the old model is like, these are market makers. Okay, check, check, and check. The new model finds more trades that we didn't already assume were there. And a lot of those trades, as we've realized, is behaviors around expiration. Now, I'm not going to tell you too much about the new model sauce, but dealers do something different around. Like I said, as I've grown in my learningness as a training Jedi of the markets, I'm still learning and learning from people. And my knowledge is going up over the last couple of years, and I've learned more about behaviors of market makers around expiration. So to give you a hint, I believe expiration is the reason for that. We're pulling out a couple extra things that dealers do around expiration that I believe they do. And the extra options that are being considered for the model are causing the deflection. Now, the problem is that it's different than the old model, but is that really a problem? Or is that identifying something we previously didn't already know? Remember, this is day 2 that we had a sharp selling day, right? And both days it's been below the new model and it's been near expiration. Can we use that to determine volatility and expiration? Because the new model is assuming certain behaviors around expiration as part of it. So as I'm growing in my powers as a Jedi, I can now shoot lightning out of my fingers as my newest trick. And my newest trick is, right, the new model is producing a high volume pivot just like the old one, but the new one is also incorporating things that I never dreamed of 6 years ago when I built the first model. As I've learned more, don't marry a trading model, just marry a model. Exactly, right? When's the new model coming out? I'm going to test it for a while until I see if I like it. It's actually out right now for testing. I publish the new model's numbers every single day. It's a screenshot of a thinkorswim. And it's just so people can observe it with me and see if it works well, and then, you know, see if there's... And believe it or not, guys, I've made 4 iterations of the new model. So I've made, so each model does the following. Okay, this is what, when I say different models, what they do. My real-time open interest model is trying to determine if an options trade belongs to a dealer or not. And I might come up with idea A, and A is going to add up all of conditions of A. And then I might come up with another idea B, and another idea C, and another idea D. And they're all going to be where I believe dealers behave. And so when I say come up with a new model, it could be, okay, the model is just looking at A. Or no, or this model is looking at A and B together. This model is looking at A, C, and D together and skipping B. And I'm seeing like maybe this assumption is a weak assumption that's not really something that pulls the market as much as all these other ones. Each one of these particular real-time open interest like determinants that I create all create volume. Each one of these is good at identifying market makers, but each one of them are going to be hedging to a different degree for different reasons. And maybe it's not necessarily as strong of a determinant because there's a lot of retail and non-market makers mixed in here who won't be hedging against it. So the idea when I test it out is like, well, maybe let me remove B and see what A, C, and D do together. All of these should forecast volume. It's just that like each one of them has a different distribution of the percentage of like orders that would be considered market maker and not market maker, right? And again, it's all an estimate, so we don't even know. Like B could be closer to like 60-40. Okay, well, 60-40, is that still good enough to produce volume? Well, if I add B to the mix and we get there, and B moves the number there, and we get there, and there's no volume to it, then I can say, okay, let's eliminate B and not consider it going forward. So all my assumptions of what creates a dealer model has been like that. And I told you it's taken me like a year to reformulate the model. I've come up with a few more assumptions on the list, and I've mixed and matched which ones I think are going to provide the most volume. And therefore, the net sum of all of that gives me the hedge pressure. Yes. Did I summon you with my nerdy math talk? Whoa, that's a cool receptacle for fajitas and queso.
Well, I was gonna ask, are you ready for it?
I'm always ready for it.
Ready for fajitas and tacos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me get you some.
All right, guys, we are crushing it this morning. Thank you. Anywho, so the new model has reformulated like what I think is important. The goal is to accomplish the following. Number one is a pivot that produces high volume. That's rule number one. When you hit there, it's got to be high volume. It's predictable high volume. Check. Number two is the volume needs to make a sort of parabolic profile around it. Like when you get close to the level, volume just sort of neatly compiles right at the level and then fades away after that when you bounce. On a bounce. Number two is when you break, volume is sporadic on a break. All these things need to be true for me to consider the model valid. Number four, on a break, VIX goes up and VVIX goes up. These are things we want to observe. They both should go up. Okay. And then five, same side close rate. Same side open and close should be greater than 70% on all conditions set up. Means that there's an edge. We want a statistical edge with this. It opens on one side, closes one side 70% or greater. And under ideal conditions, when you have like the confluence of res and all that stuff, or here, it could be closer to 90%. This is what we want. I mean, anything greater than 70 is a B setup, so that's fine. We want B setups at minimum. 90% want with confluence. And this is really what I test for when I make a new model. And so right now we're like watching this to see if it works, right, with these things. So when I look at it, all these conditions we say is all this stuff happening. So I put the data in the Discord for you guys to play with it with me. But the idea is that when you touch it, is there high volume, right? When you break it, does volume go to shit? When you break it, does VVIX and VIX go up? And is there a probabilistic same side open and close rate? Well, let's walk through it, right? And then we'll see if it's good. I watch it for a while just to see if we what it looks like, right? And right when you break it, those VIX go up, and so basically I go through and I watch all of it. So far, the same side open and close rate is really good. And when you break through, it shows that the market does collapse out, which is great. And again, with the S&P, the specific pivot was here today. You know, when you touch it, is there high volume on the taps? You know, nice clean volume profile. Now overnight, you're not going to see a lot of trading there, but relative, right? You're going to see here's a nice bell curve, right? When you touch it. And when you break it, does volume get kind of like asymmetric and chaotic? A little bit, right? Down in here. But this is, again, 2 in the morning, so... but yeah, I mean, clearly it's doing what it says it's going to do, right? And we watch it. So these are like the criteria that I look for it to be valid. And any, like I said, any volume is good volume. It doesn't mean the other model is wrong. The other model just doesn't use the same options. The new model is using more options, and a lot of the new techniques that I've kind of picked up over my years of training as a Jedi is learning what market makers do at expiration. As I've deepened my knowledge of the understanding of the core of what happens in Wall Street and meeting people that work in the industry and stuff and learning about behaviors, things got a little better. Am I going to re-record boot camp to account for some of these changes? Maybe not this session because this is still test data. For this one, at least, the overnight dynamic is just one class. And so when we get to the class, I might not do it until next time. I think I need a little bit more, few more months of data before I land on this, but we'll see. How to enter the giveaway? You just got to be here, baby. Are the live boot camps recorded? No, they're not. You have to be there. The previous live boot camps were recorded, and therefore you can watch the boot camps from the previous session that were recorded, but the live ones, we don't record 2 sets of the same video. So if you can't make it, just watch the video. It's already there. Chat, we're killing it today. Chat, we're killing it today. Twitter gifts, so I distribute them here on the live. I'm gonna do the drawing here on the live and hook you guys up with the Twitter. Wait, oh wait, there's a new image in Discord. Let's check it out. All right. All right, so, oh baby, oh, ooh. Another day, another win. Life's pretty good, guys. Life is very good. In a great mood today. I'm about to get some fajitas for breakfast too. Good lord. Okay, let me text you guys a fun to next. Hold on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Do I set a stop loss from every 9 positions? Yes, I do. 10 points S&P, 40 points NASDAQ in non-volatile environment. All right. Oh, we have some new songs in the chat. Very cool. Very cool. The haters, they hate us because they ain't us. I'll just tell you something. I've learned that as you get bigger and better and faster and stronger, there's going to be people who are wondering why they don't get as big or fast as strong, and then they just get angry. You'll always, the better you do in life, the more people you're going to stumble upon like this. The bigger you get, the more there will be. You just have to learn to not care. Their life's bad enough. Matt goes to the dentist. Matt goes to the dentist, and Matt also is the dentist, so my Fund Index accounts all disappeared this morning, so I don't know what happened. It has, like, my platform literally looks like this. They all disappeared. It won't. I've already bought the data. I literally have bought my data on August the 1st, yet it says I have no data and says I have no accounts. But I have 7 accounts, literally, all with profit. Some of them getting payouts. It's like they all just randomly disappeared. So I'm literally my wit's end with these guys. Yeah, literally. And we were fighting all morning to try to get up. I went to logging in on other browsers, logging in other things. 10th Amendment, do not covet. Yeah, exactly. Who knows what's happening? The hand grind. Wait, there is I didn't realize that there's a. I wasn't even paying attention to this because I was looking at this. Apparently, there is a random hand coming out of nowhere, holding my mouth open. That's hilarious. Where's that third arm coming from? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Looks like we're getting that second and third breakout. This account can make a little bit more. This account is the one that has made 900. So this one can make a little bit more. And the one that made 1200 can make a little bit more as well. Looks like we are rallying pretty heavily on the NASDAQ, which is nice. I closed out right here and then I got out of the way. Half gap with positive res was a second trade. Did anybody hit that secondary trade here for the other 80, 90 points? If you did in chat, let me know. At least he's wearing protection. Yeah, this is absolutely true. You know, at least whenever you go into the dentist, nothing better than bringing an extra hand. See, like this guy's arm is somewhere behind her. I think he might just be like scratching the back of my head just to like calm me down. I look very uncomfortable right now. This is what we like to call, you know, the mat with the fringy cowboy outfit. This is called Mommy's Good Boy mat, because I look like that little like 1950s kid with the cap guns who's like playing cowboy in his backyard with his friends on his hobby horse, and he's shooting outlaws. Pow, pow, pow. Timmy, dinner's ready. Hold on, Mom. Look at this, babe.
Huh.
Look.
Oh my gosh. Are you doing your own teeth?
I don't know, but where's this arm coming from?
I don't know.
And I am doing my own teeth. This is like
That's hilarious. That's old glasses, Matt.
Yeah, this is Matt as a dentist working on Matt as a adult cowboy in a kid's cowboy costume.
You're kind of hot in scrubs.
Look at that. Thing coming out of nowhere. That's it. Yeah, thanks. Well, you know, maybe in another life I could have been a doctor. Teeth Doc Matt.
This one is warm. Wait, you have too many utensils up here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Show all the DOMs. We need a meme with all the people like named Dom, like Dom DeLuise. We need like, you know, how many people, you know, it's a meme with like a bunch of DOMs. show all the DOMs. What's up, guys? This is it. Heisenberg Matt. Yeah, yeah, it kind of does. Why? It's like now the slightly fatter Matt is kind of like the devil on my shoulder that just sits here and massages my shoulders while I'm trading. And I'm in a very serious mood right now.
It's
like
actually your face 80% of the time.
Is that what I normally have, like bitch face, like
Yes,
where I'm just kind of
you
like
definitely do. You and I have that in common.
Yeah, you do. You have the really bad like
I know, really bad. When I was growing up, my mom was like, "You feeling good?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then she goes, "Tell your face that." All the time.
Did you tell him the Botox story? Like the one time she got Botox because her friend was just practicing on her. Her face was like this. Like
No,
just...
other way around. It somehow made me look even more Asian. It qualified me.
And so I was talking to her like about something deep and she was just like, I was like, do you not even care what I'm saying? We got in a fight about it.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you not even caring? She's like, I'm trying to. I can't make an expression.
I was like, I'm happy. And you're like, you're giving me so much attitude right now. Your face doesn't look good. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't detox my face.
Yeah. This is like, hey, show all the doms. Hey. Fat green justice. Like I don't even know. I mean, I like it and I'm confused by it at the same time. It's got a lot of things that we like all inside here. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this.
You know who you kind of look like?
Who?
Reggie.
Yeah. That's so funny. It actually, I kind of look like, this is a slightly John Cooper Matt. You know what I'm saying? Lead singer of Skillet Matt.
Skillet Christian band?
Shia LaBeouf Matt. Yeah, this is Matt with the Harley keys Matt. No, I literally look like Cooper. 100%.
Oh, pick up. Let's say hi to chat.
You guys know who that is? I like when you type in skillet, you get literally skillets and skillet. I kind of look like literally exactly like him. I mean, with the tattoos and everything. That's hilarious.
You kind of look like Ben Affleck too.
Yeah.
On the side, do you guys see it?
Yep. Silently John Cooper. We give you purple hair and you'll look like Corey. Hey. Bagel. Bagel. Rebirth and now I want to live for love, want to give for you and me. Thanks for the breakfast, man.
Yeah, I'll eat it because it's warm.
Right, literally, slightly James Harden Matt. Yeah, right? Slightly Matt lives in a van down by the river, Matt.
Yeah. What's that? Show all the doms? Nah. We in the building.
All right, we got to run our giveaway in a little bit, our social media giveaway. Now, what we're gonna do is, basically the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go to all the people that retweeted. I'm gonna count how many people receive a random number generator, and I'm gonna go down the list and count that person. That person's gonna be the one that worked. So I'm gonna count how many posts that we had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 60. 2, 3, about 63. So let me just make it like, oh, there's a whole lot more. Shit. Okay, 70, 80, 79, 90. Okay, I'm just gonna estimate then. Oh God, there's a lot. Oh my God. Okay, let's just pick a random number then. Like, let's just do 140. RNG generator. I'm gonna have ChatGPT pull a number between 1 and 140, and we'll just count down the list. If that number is drawn, then we go down there. I'm not counting all of these. There's so many of them. I'm just gonna guess it's bigger than 140. All right.
Dream, hope, chasing every dime on the screen, like a meme, dope. I play it slow, then I hit that flow, turn a troll to a stain, and on the PL show, bow. Fat green throne, that's where I'm sitting. Justice served, yeah, the candle still hitting. Rocket scooter crown, or you just kidding? Next time you type, better watch what's written. How you end up green when I see red all day? Bye bye. You cry in the chat while my PL slay. Fuck a big game, I just wanna learn, okay? Then I drop the fat green, but you can say it all the way. Boom, boom. How you end up green when I see red all day? Green. You cry in the chat while my PL slay. Fuck a big game, I just wanna learn, okay? Yeah, right. Then I drop the fat green, but you can say it all the way down.
Good song, good song, good song. All right, so we're gonna do random number generator for this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, that's a pretty good song, Fat Green Justice. All right. All right. Come on. All right, we're gonna do, I swear I have an account, I just don't know the login here. Let me just do Grok. It's on my phone, I don't know my login, so let's do Grok real quick. All right, pick 5 random numbers. All right, so we're gonna do the giveaway this way from social media. Pretty simple. I like all the versions, but I think people here like Give Me Metal more than anything. No, not you guys. Hold on, not you guys. Y'all are fine. ChatGPT's gonna do it. GPT. I'm gonna get Gork to do it. No, people are just trolling me. Typing in random shit. It's mostly just people that want to troll and have fun. Chat TPT. Chat Take Profit Trader. Now, you'll learn on the stream is that when I say something, people do it just to mess with me. Watch, somebody type the number 69. Somebody already, I didn't have to say it. Somebody already typed it as I'm saying it. See, I know these guys way too well. All right. Pick 5 random numbers between 1 and 140. This looks like the numbers to like the Hatch and Lost 1742. All right. I'm going to count down the list. God, I don't have to count that far. All right. So, anyways, these are the numbers. I'm gonna count down the list, and that's who wins. That's easy as that. And we'll do a little wheel spin for some prop giveaways in a little bit. Anybody take that second long of half gap earlier? All right, so only if you retag, tag two people. 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I guess I have to remember these people's names. Okay, let me make a tweet of it. Okay. Asal Zayad, number 1. That's 17. Then we got 42. Dang, that's a lot of counting. 18. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 7, 8, 9, 40. Rubby. 1, 8, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's 42. Dang. All right, that's a good song. I like it. $89. All right, 42. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's got a bounce, dentist trip, no cap. Gonna polish that P&L, shine that gap. Drill the drawdowns, floss the loss. Matt's teeth clean, bears get tossed. Rocket scooter
70.
loaded, pivots on lock. Bull zone bottom,
3,
tick tock. Arby's with
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 182. Futures Flipper, 82. Futures Flipper, 82. Where'd it go? 103. Oh, 80. Wait, did I say 82 or 89? 89, sorry, 89. Well, whatever. I'm picking them at random. So if it's 82, 89, whatever, I'll say that it's 89. Maybe I counted wrong, but anyways, that's also part of random. Okay, I'm drawing 103, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 102, 103. This person here, G. Bingamore. The last one, it's 103, 126. All right, dang. A lot of people to count through. Love you guys. Thank you all. 103 to 126. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tristan, FX Gold, FX1. Y'all the winners. All right, cool. Cool. Congrats, people. I'll make a tweet about it in a second. Let's do the one on the Twitter contest yesterday. I love y'all. Excelente. That'll work. All right. 42.69. You know, somebody yesterday actually tagged like Elon Musk and Top Step. I was like, tag two people, and it was like at Elon Musk and at Top Step. I thought that was hilarious. I was cracking up. Did I see the guy that get all his payouts from ETF? Yeah, I saw that. I'm looking into it right now. Mostly for the fact is, people are making money in a direct-to-funded program, and they're not paying you out, and instead kicking you to live with a smaller balance. I don't agree with that at all. So, wait, was that you, Kevin? Wait, what was you, Kevin? Honestly, like I've held off since we closed here, and I'm kind of waiting to see if anything better happens. Like I'm waiting to see if the market sells off today. Oh, that was you that tagged Elon? Yeah, that was hilarious. And tagged Top Step? No, it's cracking up. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys. After reading what I read on Twitter about two people coming forward, don't trade ETF's direct-to-funded program. I'm about to have some very strong words with these guys. Stick with Tradeify. Who won the giveaway? We're going to do another one in a minute. I made a tweet about the giveaway winners from Twitter. Yeah, so I just did a random thing with it online. So until further clarification is had, I'm going to tell you guys I wouldn't trade ETF's direct-to-funded program at all. After seeing what I saw, I mean, I've supported them just as friends. They don't pay me or anything. But people are making big fat balances, and then they're like, congratulations on moving you to live and giving you like a $4,000 live account and not giving you 20K of your profits. Again, what I saw online on the direct-to-funded program. Now, I don't know all the rules, but I'm about to have some strong words with them. But until then, I'm going to find out what happened. And a couple people came forward and said the same thing happens to them. You make balance in your direct-to-funded, and you have like, somebody said like 25K balance. Then they requested a payout, and they were given like 5K of it. And then kicked the live with like a 5K balance. And then the rest just vaporized. Now, any firm can do that. Tradeify, they all can do that. Kick you to live whenever they want to not pay you out. But this seems deliberate on the first payout. I was very taken by that. Yeah. I mean, technically the prop firm has a right to do that, but I think that you move somebody to live when you want them to be a live trader with the firm, not a first payout. Any of the straight to fundeds can move you to live. Any prop firm can move you to live the moment they want to and not pay you out. It's just, again, there's nothing scammy about it. They all can do that. They all can do that. Just letting you know, they all can do that. But most of them don't do that, even though they can. They don't like the way it makes them look when they do that. They like to let you make some money and then move you to live after you've proven yourself over a long period of time. I don't think it's proving yourself up to first payout to go live. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, in general, with that red flag, I'm going to no longer talk about that until I get some clarification. As far as the firm is good, the program is kind of a little shady there. I mean, not shady, but like you go live, it means you get something, but all prop firms can do it. I'm just saying in general, be careful. Making a big fat balance and having some of it go away. Any firm can do that, though. It's in the fine print of all of them, so they all can do it. Don't think, okay, well, this just one firm kind of. They all can do it. Any one of them can do it at any time. It's all in the fine print. They can evaluate you, move you live, and lose all your profits. I'm gonna lose most of my profits with Tradeify, but I know that that's gonna happen. I've accepted that up front. Yeah. No spell integrity and run contests fair. Unlike Matt changes rules on the fly. Wait, what? What contest did I change on the fly? Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Change rules of what contest? I haven't had the giveaway yet, you idiot. But I'm gonna tell you, the X contest, I drew 5 random people. What do you mean? Oh. All right. What the hell are you even talking about? We had to enter last night at 6 p.m. I didn't change anything up. All I did was count on the list. What are you talking about? What are you, no, the giveaway, no, the flash sale ended at 6 p.m. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Look, I just drew 5 random names. I don't know what else you want me to do. Is he spamming someone's affiliate code? What are you talking about? What are you mad about? I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you. Okay, before I entertain this further, you get one more comment in my channel. Okay, I'll allow you to say one more thing. Stop spamming chat. You get make it good, so I'll listen to whatever you have to say. But what, you don't like that I did a random number generator? What do you want me to do? Wait, he's spamming someone else's code? Wait, whose code is he spamming? For what firm? Zero? No, give me the exact code because I'm going to call that firm and get that person removed as an affiliate. For advertising my stream. Watch, whoever's code it is, he just ruined them. He just ruined their chance of being affiliated with that firm. 0 Day J. All right. 0 Day J. Goodbye. No. I'm going to talk to the firm. Goodbye, 0 Day J. Your affiliate days are over, bud. All right. Anybody else's code you want to spam? Let me write this down. Which firm was it with? Can you tell me the firm real quick? Come in my channel spamming someone else's code. No, I'm just gonna have to do that. Because you're not supposed to do that as an affiliate. No, you're not supposed to do that as an affiliate. It's in the rules. With most of these firms. Can you give the firm? Okay, I'll contact the top 5 I work with. Okay, so what was the problem with the contest now? I hate when you give away free stuff and people are still mad. Like, what do you guys want me to do different? Random number generator. And what was this kid's name? In stocks. All right, hold on. I mean, all I did was retweet this and tag 2 people and enter for a giveaway this afternoon, giving away 5 MFFU futures accounts to those who participate. I didn't say anything about 6 p.m. in the tweet. It says nothing about the time. So I don't know what you're talking about. In 7 p.m. Eastern, and that had to do with the flash sale ending at 7 p.m. Eastern. That was my next tweet. Because people are asking when the flash sale ended. So in my tweet, I said, in parentheses, ends 7 p.m. Eastern as the flash sale ends at 7 p.m. I didn't say anything about the contest ending at 7 p.m., but either way, it doesn't even matter. I just drew 5 random names. I mean, you want me to cut off people that responded after 7 p.m.? I'm not butthurt anything. If you're going to come in here and spam someone else's behalf, I'm going to make sure that the prop firm knows that you're doing that. So. Don't hurt Jay. Okay. Well, I thought this was this guy. I thought that was him. Okay. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. Why is he spamming his own code in here? I thought he was spamming the code. Oh, this is some other guy spamming his code? Okay. I don't understand what you're trying to, what I don't understand what you don't like. I'm very curious as to what you're mad about. I picked 5 random names from the list of people that wrote. What do you want me to do differently? Why don't you tell me what you want me to do differently real quick? This is very ridiculous. I should focus on trading, man. Like, what is it? You're spamming someone else's code in my chat. You're salty you didn't win a contest. I don't get it. You vouch for Jay? Oh, Jay's good peeps? Okay. All right. All right, then Jay is spared. All right. But he has nothing to do with it. I thought you said he's spamming his code in here. I'm bad. I'm misreading what you guys are saying. Okay. Yeah, just send me you can't send a DM on Twitter to claim the account. You can send a DM request, I think. Or actually, just respond to the post then. Let me actually respond here really quick. Brock would have been. I don't even know what you're trying to say, dude. Like, what the fuck? How is the contest not fair? I drew 5 random numbers. This guy's. Oh, you guys are fucking weird. I don't understand. What do you want me to do differently, dude? I'm giving you one more chance to say something. I'm absolutely confused. I literally just used Grok to pull 5 random numbers and I counted down the list. I'm not even sure. I don't even understand. What is it that I should have done different? Hold on. Who is 0 Day J? No. No idea. No, I'm gonna go talk to my funded futures about this. Okay. He had a segment MFFU? Okay. Alright, well, okay. Why is it looks like Twitter's not working? I just drew 5 random numbers. I don't know what you guys want me to do different. Well, okay. Did you abuse your admin rights? Oh, okay. You think that guy is 0 DJ? I don't know. That's what I always think. I did. I went down the list of everybody that posted and what's up? I'm not sure. Yeah, like if you're out there Like one of the rules you have of the courtesies of being an affiliate is you're not allowed to go, not to advertise certain ways, and you can't go on other people's, like I can't go into Pat Whelan's channel and start spamming my code. I'll get removed as an affiliate. Like you can't do that stuff. So there's a behavioral parts of the contracts. Like some of them are like, you can't pay for ads with our codes. You can't do this. You can't do that. I try to maintain a healthy community aspect of it, but if you guys think that this guy was that guy, or y'all think it was just some random troll. We'll spend, yeah, we'll do one just a little bit. Okay, so right here at the close price, I'm sitting here waiting to see if I want to find any kind of setup here. This is a B setup again, close price to upper 46 to 63. I'm not going to take it just because I have a weird suspicion about today being that kind of day that does sell off. I got the longs earlier, and then I'm just kind of waiting to see now if my original suspicion of being below MHP is going to lead to additional volatility leading to expiration. So Jay's good peeps? Okay, as long as he's good peeps. Well, I'm going to let them know that he's got people in his community out there spamming the code so he can have a talk with them. All right. He's just a rando? Okay. Do I keep track of my trades or not? And Jay is good peeps? Oh, okay, so he's just trolling. All right, my bad, Jay. My bad. I don't know all these people out there, so I hear these names. I just feel like there's a million kids with affiliate codes. They want to get out there and get popular. But yeah, like all I did was go through... Why is Twitter down right now on my... Here we go. Yeah, I like literally went down the list. I just counted the random numbers. Did I do anything like different? How's the contest unfair? That's what I didn't understand. I just literally went down and counted. No, I'm not gonna go through. You thought I was handpicking? I was counting down the list. Even if I was handpicking, it doesn't matter. I can choose the 5 names however I want. I could choose the first 5 people. I said I'm gonna randomly draw numbers and count down the list, whatever. Yeah, I'll talk to Jay about this dude. I tweeted about it, so I'll reach out to the 5 people that won if they can't DM me. I think this is if they can't DM me. Okay, or I can DM them. Okay. Dude, it's like you try to do something good for people. You're mad. It's unfair because he didn't win. Oh, okay. Wait, who won the X giveaway? I tweeted it on X. Oh, you bought a account with my code last night and I can level it up by having 2? Let's go. You'll message Jay. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, and tell Jay I don't know who it is, so I didn't think I thought you guys were saying he's in here spamming, like basically like that was him spamming his code on a fake account. That's what I was reading in chat. So my bad on that. I was like, if that's what you're doing, I'll immediately get you removed from the affiliate programs out there. There's like a kind of like a conduct code. You don't do that to each other in the space, but it just seems to be a random person. Is there a way you can give out stickers as consolation prizes moving forward? Right, I should get some like rocket scooter or rocket stickers to give away. Right. Can you get a whoosh fan? Yeah, but I'm kind of feeling like weirded out by this market. Now, technically speaking, these aren't EST setups right here. This is a B setup, and of course, resilience is strong enough to support inside of here. But man, this way that this is below the MHP calc on the new estimate model. This is always like the world's most lopsided fan. That I'm wanting to see what happens. I feel like if I continue to press forward with this, I'm going to get in and then the market's going to fall underneath me. The only setups that I do have that are really strong are here as support. Like that's a very solid particular long. And here is support. And then here, these are the setups. So if we fall down to here, I can choose to long MHP. If we lose MHP, I can choose along a DD. Losing MHP is the short setup. And inside of here, I think like when I make a trade once, especially in the B setup zone, I don't try to make the same trade again a second time, just because I'm not really sure it's going to play out. You guys think I should do some merch? iDoc was looking online for me to try to find some pretty cool things to do, like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. We might like some professional level merch. Everything we found so far looked really like poor quality and like t-shirts you'd make for your kid's soccer game or something, but I want some like corporate level merch, expensive stuff. What's the logic between half gap being a pivot? Well, the open and close prices are always high volume no matter what. Oh, sorry, oops. The open and close is always high volume because of the MOC, MOO process. So high volume means high liquidity. So high volume, yesterday's close, MOC, today's close, MOO, high volume, liquid, liquid. The middle of two liquid spots is double liquid. So buyers and sellers in abundance at both places and therefore also at the middle. So they are going to be high volume pivots. And what we do is when you're at each one of these pivots, we look to see what the stocks are doing. And if the stocks are currently right now at this side of the box, then the index is likely to be on that side of the box as well. White line above zero, stocks are here. White line below zero, stocks are here. So if the white line is above zero, stocks are there, and therefore the index made its way up there to balance, right? So this is the balance point of that, but I don't usually like to jump in unless I have a conviction to keep taking the trade long. B setups, I usually will like to long at half gap every time for the most part if I can, with a small position though, like some micros, which I might do just to demonstrate in a second. But it's just because it's high volume, and high volume it's a bunch of buyers and sellers and stops nearby, so you're going to create volume pivots at these levels as well. So from here to here is a scalp. 900 to 940 is a 40-point scalp that I can possibly take with just one trade. But I'm an Uber bull on the front. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Like, that's like the craziest thing too, because I can just like pick 5 random, like I could just go to Twitter and just pull 5 random names and just pull somebody's name and just post it. The fact that I try to do it live and draw the numbers live, that way you see that it's fair and somebody still has a problem with it. I'm just gonna like, I could just pull 5 names out of my ass and just pick 5 names randomly on the list. It doesn't matter how I choose to do it. I didn't say I was gonna use a random number generator, but that seems to be the fastest way to do it. I don't have time to go type in a bunch of people's names, and that's as fair as it can get. Or I could say Grok choose 5. Oh, maybe I could have Grok choose 5 names from the post. Can I do that? Can I do, can you actually say, hey Grok, can you choose 5 people that responded to this post as a see, don't blame me for being a boomer that doesn't know I can't do this stuff. Oh, I know. I'll do it that way next time. No, I learned. Okay. I keep forgetting I can do that. I have to learn how AI works. I'm such a boomer sometimes. All right. All right. Let's do some trading account giveaways. Hold on a second. Texas Cow Patty Bingo. I've actually never done that, but it sounds fun. Where you bet on where a cow is going to plop on a field, and it's like you're playing squares. If anybody complains about a free giveaway, you submit a song for them to listen to. I think somebody's just being you guys, dude, this is becoming more and more like a cult every day. Really, the comedy. I feel like most cults start as a comedy of a cult. Like you're making fun of and memeing the fact that it's a cult, and pretty soon we're all gonna be wearing robes when we trade. Let's just be honest. You guys are. I feel like all cults start off as being a joke. That this is kind of like a cult, guys, right? Pretty soon, it's gonna be required to have a shrine with candles behind your trading desk. You guys are in Rocket Scooter. Okay, here's your white Nike high tops. Here's your complimentary robe, and here's your scooter. Don't drink the Kool-Aid though. All right, I don't know if I want to take the long here at half cap. The suspicion I have is that this is going to sell off really hard today. I kind of want to wait. All indicators look pretty good here, but I don't know. I think I'm going to trust the fact that my suspicions are there for this. This is only a B setup from here to here. And I'm already like way up enough that I don't think I really need to care to like jump into. I can do 2 more trades. These 2 are consistency locks, so I can't really, or these 3. This one made about 3 grand, so I'm cool there. These 2 can make a little bit more. You already have the candles set up. Now someone, the photo's extremely blasphemous. Slightly cult leader map, but basically you guys are like trolling and making fun of. You're making fun of people that say stuff in chat. That same guy was here yesterday. Was like, this feels like a cult. Like any group of friends that excludes you from being part of friend circle, you're gonna feel like it's a cult, just because you're mad that they don't want to be your friend. God, these guys are like, they just get together and play fantasy football every week. Gosh, it's like a freaking cult, man. Yeah, but did they invite you? But no, but I don't want to play their stupid game anyways. Big red candle coming. Yeah, it's like my sensibilities of this are like I don't know, man. The market is like very sensitive right now. That's what I feel like. Could I take? Well, resilience is still positive. Could I take a long scalp one off of open? Open dropped pretty quick. I can maybe open a half cap as a scalp. Just one contract, one account. Half cap break highest volume since open. Yeah, it's probably an overshoot candle here. So let me trade back up to somewhere in the middle here, just to retrace some of that. That's a cool song. Still gonna complain.
All right, y'all.
All right.
We spinning the wheel again. Matt's giving another free account. Wait, is that another bot? Free account, still could complain. Spin that wheel, still could complain. Matt drop heat, still throwing shade. Whole
All right.
checkbook, still gonna complain. Bots in the room like roaches, man. VPNs got them coast to Japan. Twitter raffle. No.
What the next account? Let's see some guys.
Still gonna complain.
We give away 2 funded X accounts every single session.
They scream no matter who wins, even if pickle picks, they still throw spins. Fake name stack like an NFT drop. One guy enters with 60 alts nonstop. Matt calls it out.
You can say MHP is dancing around a little bit too.
Try disc all picks, nope. They cry. Why him? He didn't even try. Then grow picks one random fair. Now they mad at
I'm gonna trade somewhere randomly to half gap and maybe a pop over. If I can get from here to there, I'd be okay.
Right names, pickle choose. Pickle pick wrong, still bad news. Prop firm drip, but chat ungrateful. Give them gold, response still hateful. Too slow, too fast, too plain. Whatever.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do triple redundant giveaway. I'm gonna go to Grok. I'm gonna ask Grok to do. I'm gonna ask Grok to come into the stream and watch this wheel thing and choose people's names who only entered between 10:26 and 10:28 p.m. only, and it must spell the name right. And Grok will choose 5 names, and then half the people will still be angry. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Like, I can give that guy $77 if he's mad.
Next giveaway. You got a dual pickle. First one to Markman's, but it's not fair.
Okay, spin the wheel. 2 Funded Next rapid account giveaways today. Funded Next rapid account's pretty good. People like them. 1 day to pass, 3 days to payout. Very cheap accounts, a tiered payout scaled payout system. As long as your accounts don't mysteriously disappear, then you should be okay. I literally wrote them and I'm like, this is like my last attempt with like trading with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I had Funded Ticks reach out to me and say, hey, you know, we like what you're doing. We like to, which is like their competitor. And I like both firms. I do. They both seem good. I'll have to check them out and see. FundedX just needs to get their administrative stuff like fixed, and I'm absolutely okay with them. Get touched, 5302. But it's just like, this stuff is just, you know, I get when a restaurant opens, you're gonna wait 2 hours for a table for the first week. I get it, but this is like month 3. It's gotta, we got my patience is like not. Get touched, baby. You hear, baby? Get touched, 5302. Not here, not here, not here. Redoing it. Still gonna complain. I love it. We need some more EDM songs, by the way. If we have Matt goes to the dentist. Should be announced since sale is over. Well, the sale also like makes their problems worse, but then like accounts just disappearing. That's kind of the weird thing.
Rocket scooter loaded, pivots on lock, bull zone bottom, tick tock, Arby's with cheese, but he's got seats in a swivel chair. Still we have the meats. Resilience gleaming, DD tight. Novocaine vol, no pain in sight. Pickles like woof. Eye docs cool, he'll rinse these markets after school. He's got a bounce, dentist trip, no cap. Gonna polish that P&L, shine that gap. Drill the drawdowns, floss the loss. Matt's teeth clean, bears get tossed. Spit the bears, rinse, repeat. Bear top numb, bull run sweet. UVXC open wide.
Wait, which account was this one? All right, let them go. P9 something. All right, you're not here either. Okay.
He's got a bounce, dentist
Your account just appeared. My accounts are. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Well, my thing is no longer yellow. Let me relog back in and see if my accounts appear. Hold on. Nope, they're still gone. Yeah, my accounts are still gone. Oh shit! All right, $500. Let's take it. In and out. All right, Mufasa, winner number 1. I did close. I closed. Thank you for letting me know. That was quick. Multitasking, dealing with trolls, making money. That's how we do it here, baby. Scalp A to B for 40 points is pretty quick. I probably got 30 points at that. Did I win? You see your name? Probably. I mean, probably saw your name, but you didn't win. I don't think you. I think your name's on the list somewhere though. Pick Sherlock. Man, like yeah, like we give away like 1,000 accounts every month between here and My Funded TV. Oh shit, I missed the training on My Funded TV. They're switching the format on the back end. We're not using our traditional. Oh shit, I missed the training yesterday because of the dentist. Whoops. Well, hopefully I can get into the show today. Let me double check. There's something new. Bradley, Billings, and Mufasa, you guys are the winners. Congratulations, you two. 25K rapid accounts. I love my community. I love you guys so much, man. Y'all are so fun to hang out with every day. Hold on. We'll do one more giveaway account in like 15, 20 minutes. Let me focus on some trading really quick. You guys go to Discord, take a picture of your YouTube ID from inside your account. Message our admin Slacks. He's the person that is running our communities, community manager. Go to the contest channel or Discord, send him a message. You must have an account with Funded Next already. So send him your email and he'll hook you up. Oh shoot, hold on. Okay. Okay, good. I just figured out they haven't switched yet. They're switching the format on the My Funded show. And I missed the training for the new format, which is okay. I know how to do it anyways. It's Excelente. Okay, we'll do another giveaway in just a little bit. Let's chill. Let's wait and see what we got here. Resilience is still good. We support it at the open. I scalp from there to there. Anybody here take that scalp? Can we do brackets on the platform, like a setting, take profit on execution? We can, but I think the decision we're making now is to migrate our tools into another platform at some point, rather than develop resources into developing the platform further. I'm in talks right now with some people to put Rocket Scooter tools in their platform where all those features are already there. What happened to Tom Sabo? They got some mythic guy in the time slot. Tom decided to go on vacation and go chill on the beach in Italy. He didn't need us anymore. What a mean guy. He's like, all you traders, he's like, screw you guys, I'm going on vacation. How dare he go on vacation for a week? So mad that he didn't take me with him. So mad. He should be back today, I think. Top from MySpace. Which platform? Still in talks right now, but we'll see. The ETF CEO is coming on tomorrow. He was, but I'm gonna pull the plug on that until I get some clarification on what's going on socials. They're getting some backlash today about not paying people out, and a lot of people are saying stuff. So I'm gonna have a talk with them, figure out what's going on. Yeah. I was not invited to Italy. I was so sad because I have a rocket scooter Speedo ready to go. I literally bought it just for that occasion. Tom and I were going to be drinking Aperol spritzes on the beach in Italy. But no love. But Seba should be back today. I think he got back yesterday. Or he got back today. Yeah, I think he got back yesterday. So he had Mythical, God, what was his name? He was cool. I like that guy. I've never met him before, but Mythical, what's Mythical Man? Mythical Man? Ah, he's cool. Yeah, Tom's on right now? Okay, cool. Yeah, he should be back. Methodical Man. He's cool. I liked him. He reminded me of Tim the Tat Man, if you guys watch Twitch streamers. Didn't he seem like his voice, if you close your eyes, it sounds like Tim the Tat Man. Kind of way. He's a pretty chill guy. I like him. Yeah, I knew Tom was going on vacation, but I was out of the loop and I showed up and I was like, oh, nice to meet you. Normally I'd reach out to the other hosts and like, hey, you know, how are we going to segue and chat? And we just literally improv'd it. They dropped me in with him and here I am dancing with my sunglasses on. He's just sitting there like, and we got Matt here. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? I was like, sorry, I normally just dance with the sunglasses. He's like, oh, that's cool. I like your sunglasses. So we were basically just improv bantering. Myth is Tom's buddy. Oh, cool. See, I've been so busy, man. I've been so out of the loop. It's like overwhelmingly busy. And I need to kind of like pay more attention. I'm all over the place these days. They're setting your account so they can trade on the house account using your strategy. Is that what? Wait, what are you talking about? Methodical is cool peeps. Yeah, I think he's cool. Just gave away 50 scales. Let's go. Yeah, I kind of like just showed up just like with like a freaking rave party and like it's like he's just chilling. It's like he's chilling at a bar, sipping on a beer, just like nice and slow, just having like ending his day. And I come in like it's like I'm walking in the bar, like you sit down with your buddy, he's drinking a beer, and you're just like, let's go. And he's like, hey man, I'm just trying to chill, you know. I literally just like ran in there with like Tom is really funny because Tom is like the least he was like the least likely person I thought would like throw on sunglasses and dance, and then Tom gets crazy, which I like. It's so funny. He has that skeleton, he puts sunglasses on, and so we get Tom to dance. That's the highlight of my day. It's just kind of fun. I'm like, okay, time to cut loose. Let's go. Yeah, he's like a good humored person, which I like. He just goes with the flow. Like, it's pretty cool. Okay, yeah. Like, I had a suspicion that today the market was going to pull back a little bit. And I'm very glad I didn't chase into this. For whatever reason, this MHP switch on the new model is hinting at possible increase in volatility. Like we are now going into monthly expiration with some chop. So neat. Like I got out of the long here, waited, took a scalp here, got out. I'm like 100% today. I haven't lost a trade yet. And then, oh, here we go. Fund and Next just wrote me back. What the hell I got to say? Hold on. Next said, check back with the team after receiving your text. The team is undergoing some platform integration to create a seamless experience for the clients. While doing the integration, some accounts got affected. It will be recovered soon. And starting next week, there will be a dedicated team in your time zone. If any issues like this happen again, we're sorry for the inconvenience. We'll make it up to you. Well, look at that. My other request was you guys need US customer service. Thank you guys. So you're just missing days, yeah, to make money. Yeah, Icewild and I together are like crying over a beer at the bar because his account's disappeared, and I'm with you, brother. Because like when you were talking about today, I was like, oh man, that really sucks. And then it happened to me too. So we're both in the same boat. Tom said, I'm a good man and God bless you. Wishing profits in your journey. I love Tom, dude. He's my brother. People say we kind of like, if you squint your eyes, we kind of look alike. When you know, beard, glasses, or you know, same color hair, same color face, beard, everything, or scruffle. Sorry for inconvenience, yeah. Why don't they ever do this shit on the weekend? Yeah, I know, right? And they or why host like this really big event where you give away these like too good to be true accounts and overload your system like 2 days before Eid and then all go on holiday? Like, hey guys, we're gonna have a huge sale, but like, you know, our entire Dubai office is gonna be gone for a week for Eid the very next day, so we won't be able to be there. Like, hey guys, we're all open in the restaurant, but like me, you know, first day open, me and the chef and the waiters, we're all gonna take vacation for a week, and good luck, y'all. And then the other thing was like, let's have a 5-day sale and start it on a Friday and then on a Tuesday. I'm like, guys, have a sale Monday through Friday, not Friday through Tuesday. Nobody's gonna buy products on Saturday and Sunday. It's not Forex. The 24/7 trading stuff. The US, it's like if you go to outer space, right? And a bunch of aliens found like a DVD box set of the show Friends, and they watched it and they're like, oh, this is what Earthlings are like. Okay, we got it. And then you formulate all your opinions from just like a very minimal experience, right? You think everybody's happy and dancing around a water fountain, you know, two friends living across the hall from each other, pranking each other all the time. This is not what life is really like. So it's kind of like their exposure to US is basically like, you know, watching a movie about traders a couple of times. Galaxy Quest, dude, I love. Show me what you got. Fun and X Code Rocket, yeah. Galaxy Quest was so good. I love that. That was a good movie. So jokes aside, I really do think that they have like no understanding of any, like zero understanding of the US futures market and expectations of the customers. They jumped in just to jump in and didn't do any research. I feel it because I'm advising them obvious things. Like, you guys need US customer service or US customer base that speaks English. Like, if I were localizing my business to another country, I would be doing research before I open up shop. You know, like I said, like my girlfriend's dad loves eating KFC here. Before he goes home, I had Popeyes. We had Popeyes last night for dinner. But there's Popeyes all through Vietnam. Well, it's not the same Popeyes. The seasoning is different. The chicken's even different. The taste is different because they localize their business to local tastes. I'm sure if you go to like other countries, the restaurant's going to have things on the menu that they don't have everywhere else. So you do your research before you open up shop. And I don't think they did a lot of research. They're just like, we got to get in quick. Everyone else is doing it. So yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, what I would do is I would spend a month trading 3 or 4 different prop firms in the US and just copy the experience and be like, wow, this is massively different than what we do where we're from. And our neck of the woods is different. And US tastes are different. US traders are spoiled. You guys are a bunch of spoiled brats. We all are. The companies here are spoiling you rotten. In the Forex world, they're basically like all rigid and standing firm together and being extremely rigid. Here, the firms are competing with each other for business, so they're being very lenient, almost to the point of risk of blowing up. That's how it is in the US. Traders are being spoiled rotten with everything. Same day pass, same day funded. Same day payouts, daily payouts. Matt Leach posting, now we approve your payout in milliseconds. It's like the US culture is how fast you can spoil your customers. And the rigid world of Forex of like, everyone's scamming us, we got to be super rigid, will not work here. It's the chicken steroids that makes Popeyes here taste better than the Popeyes in Vietnam. It's really funny because like our tradition is before her dad, they went home last night. Before her dad goes home, we always get Popeyes. That's like the thing we've always done. And so we like grabbed a bunch, and he's just like, he loves it so much. He was talking about, he's like, the chicken here is so different. It tastes so much better. He's like, I crave it. He's like, I'm crave it when I'm back home. Because I never eat Popeyes when I'm at home. But he's like, I love the Popeyes here. Galaxy Quest, like the favorite running gags, and that was when Alan Rickman was like, everywhere he would go, they would like tell him to say the line. They were like, say the line. He'd be like, my grandpa's hammer. Yeah. He was like the one-liner thing, kind of like the episode of The Simpsons, like the I didn't do it. Bart said I didn't do it, boy, and he was like, come on, Bart, say the line. He's like, I didn't do it. Yeah, let's go. He loves the chemicals probably, so yeah. I like Popeyes because I like the red beans and rice. So the Cajun in me loves all things spicy and tasty. So I get the red beans and rice. So good. McDonald's tastes horrible in the US. Everywhere else it's amazing. I would believe that. I would believe that. And everywhere else has like these like lovely grass-fed cows and everything, and like better quality meat. So it looks like we're passing through half gap back up to fill the gap. Even if we're holding through this, I probably would be closing somewhere in here as well. But this is really good scalp. Anybody take the B scalp off of open support, res greater than 0 up to above half gap here? Looks like the universe just gave you like 70 points in NASDAQ. Anybody take this? I tell you guys, trading's all about waiting for the setups. This has been a fantastic day. I longed from here, got out, longed from there, got out, waited, longed from there, got out. This has been 100% today. It's all textbook rocket shooter stuff. This really wasn't hard to do at all. Res greater than 0 went to there. I could hold res greater than 0 to there as well, but this account is consistency locked now. I have one more account that can make money, which is this one. So yeah. Great day today, man. Fucking crushing it. We accept all kinds of traders, and you guys, Leonard, that's so funny, man. Now taking cult membership applications. This is a pretty straightforward day. I know you guys all had an easy time. I can tell y'all had an easy time. Today was extremely straightforward. It was all textbook today, wasn't it? Nothing was hard about today. This is all textbook stuff. And God, man, I am so in love with this. The automatic, like just support with all the labels and everything. Oh, it's so happy. Oh, it makes me so happy. It is so good. This is like as good as it gets, man. I've been waiting for years for this, man. And again, I used to think about that the dancing was going to make it hard to trade or hard on the eyes. And in theory, I was like, nobody wants their levels moving around so quickly. But it hasn't really been that much of a problem because the dancing is not really that bad on the conversions. Added to SPX. We don't have SPX data feeds. It's weird as it goes. The CBOE is who owns SPX, VIX, and NDX and all that. The index products is the CBOE. It doesn't come with like a CME data package, unfortunately, or equities data package even. Equities, you have like basically 3 places to buy data. You can buy ICE or the IC family, which is NYSE and all that, which is called ICE. That's your New York Stock Exchange. Then you got NASDAQ, which is NASDAQ, right? So you can buy these data feeds, and then you can get the CBOE if you want like the couple of extra for like SPX. There's a handful of things are in there, SPX, VIX, etc. So it's kind of worthless to go chase down three index products or whatever. And then Opera is options, right? So And then futures are futures. And then futures, opera, O-P-E-R-A. And then futures is subdivided. You can't just buy quote unquote futures. You have to go in there and get them different. CME group for index products and treasuries. COMEX for metals. NYMEX for energy. You know, it's like CBOT for ag, right? So when it comes to like data feeds, they're all coming from different places, just like crazy. So unfortunately, people are like, can you do liquidity maps for SPX? We could, but you have to get the SPX options from, I think, CBOE Data Shop. And we'd have to just buy a whole data feed just for SPX, VIX. And while that would be useful, the idea that SPY gives you the same information that's actionable, then it's extra cost for redundancy, and you can just use SPY for whatever. Can I add XYZ to liquidity maps? What is XYZ? Slide through that half gap. Let's go. Bye-bye. All right. Matt, you're not taking this A+ setup? No, it's not A+. No, this is B. I've maxed out on consistency in all these accounts except for one. One account still has room to move. The one that says 1200 can make roughly $500 more. That's it. And I'm consistency locked. These accounts all can't make anymore. So once I max out on consistency, I just wrap up. Great day today, peeps. You're cooking lunch for your Vietnamese in-laws? Chow ga or ga? I always say that wrong. Ga, because it's, which means chicken. Ga is chicken in Vietnamese. Chow is like a soup, right? Oh yeah, you wrote it. Oh yeah, rice porridge. Rice porridge. Okay. Dang, bro, that sounds pretty good. Don't mess it up. I'm just kidding. It should be easy. Not too hard to make that, I don't think. But that's impressive that you learned how to cook that. Do I like MHP above or below? Usually below. I like it below. Back to Green Day. Very nice. Was down 2K overnight. Just made all back with 3 trades. 2 longs and a short. Let's go. I'm going to take Vietnamese Duolingo and surprise iDoc at the wedding. That actually be kind of cool, right? Rocksuiter wedding live stream. So one of the things I'm gonna do is well, maybe she's listening, I can't say anything. Learn some other random Asian language and pretend you thought you were learning Vietnamese and apologize profusely in Vietnamese. Like I start talking Korean and everybody's like, and then I start saying, and then I'll say, I'm sorry. And then I start talking in Vietnamese. Learn 2 languages just for a joke. I love it. That's great. Dude, what an absolute gag. That's hilarious. Like that would put everybody to shame, whoever did this on Instagram. You know, you always see this on Instagram where somebody learns the language secretly to impress the parents. Imagine who out there learned 2 languages. I'll be the first to do that. Let's have 1 billion views. Let's go. Learn Laotian. Yeah. It's something so funny. do you automate your trading? You can't automate trading in our platform, unfortunately. Dude, I love it. Support. Now, the question I have is it with the word support written here? My next question for you guys is, do you like it in the format that it is, right? It tells you what it is first, and then it says support, and then the conditions are off to the right. Do you guys like the format here? Or do you, the idea that, so, now again, this is just like a question for you guys, is that the word support is like misaligned because of just the distance of how far to the right it is, because the characters are different sizes and the labels, and you know, it's not uniform. Would you guys like to see the word support in a straight line, or is this actually tolerable here? Would you like to see the label first and then the word support? The way that it is cool. I'll let you guys say if y'all like it. The other option would be to put support conditional and then the label after it. Like the label first. Okay. It's fine as it is. Okay. Just making sure you guys are cool with that. My brain is like, is this annoying to some people? I'm okay with the way that it is too. It's not that bad. But your eye's gonna have to search for support. The idea is the actionable moments, right, might be slightly delayed if you're like, wait, is that support? Is that support? If you saw it first, then you would see it first. Maybe what I can do is even go better, because the first thing you want is some kind of like indication, right? Wouldn't it be cool if maybe the first thing had a little arrow or something in front of it? Make the word bold. How about this? Why don't I do something like this? Like a little triangle, like these, right? Like the labels here. Like this. This right here. Because the idea would be that you don't lose a second trying to find the word, but the word needs to kind of stand out a little tiny bit. Even if the labels were to overlap, the one thing that wouldn't overlap would be the arrows, right? Something like little tiny chevrons, like, or not, little tiny triangles, actually, not even chevrons. Maybe a chevron. Just like a little thing like that. If we got rid of the word support altogether, or I don't know, little green scooters, that'll be fine. I'll play with a couple of variations on the test server and see. An arrow would be also minimalistic and less clutter on the chart, which is always good. Fewer things, you know, this takes up a little more space than like a little arrow would to indicate the same thing. But also, even if it's in the front, you'll see the arrow if we just put the arrow here as well. So if I were to do that, what would you guys like? Because my idea is if I use an arrow, it's going to take up less vertical space. So this is less visually distracting with fewer things on the chart. I always like minimalism, right? Would you guys like an arrow right here in the middle of the text like this? Would you guys like an arrow? And I say arrow, I mean like I would draw like a little triangle, something like this at the front of the text. And the front? Would you want the arrow and the word support, or just the arrow by itself at the front? Don't need, yeah, you wouldn't need the word support anymore, right? Both? Let me try both. Okay, left side. But like so far, I love the idea, like the way it looks. Man, what a great day today. If I don't have the word support, people will continue to ask me what the arrow means. Oh, Adam's absolutely right. I forget about this. Training. It probably should leave the word support there because it teaches you what the arrow actually is. That does make sense. Okay. That is definitely a good point. Yeah. An extra training step that you can avoid for the extra clutter. Is it worth the cost? Yeah, I think so. I agree. You'll need a legend. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yep. Because a lot of people ask me all the time, what does this arrow and what does this dot mean? Like, yeah, that's true. Ooh, even an arrow with the word support. Yeah, that would work. I also would probably like to put, like, you know, B, but again, this would also need a legend, like B and then A+ setups, you know, maybe label that there as well. Green letters for support, red letters of resistance. One problem with red and green, though, is color blindness. As much as we've, as much as a great idea as that is, which does consolidate space, is that 1 out of 5 men are red-green colorblind. I think it's 1 out of 5, or maybe 1 out of 10. It's like 10 or 20%. .8% of males and 0.5% of females are red-green. So one thing that we learned through our UX developer was teaching us a lot of these things. Like there's certain things you just shouldn't do for good design is color coding. I never even thought of this accessibility for color blindness, as trading is mostly red and green. So even when we defined or designed our candles, even though they are red and green, they're actually not really red and green. If you actually zoom in to these, they're more like strawberry and mint, which is like an orangey sort of color, and this is more of a like bluish green sort of color. We think red and green because we're used to seeing red and green, but when I designed this, I didn't make it like strict red and green. These are strict red and green though, off to the right. But I wanted this to be like at least have some different hues that somebody could possibly pick up that was red and green without being red and green. That was like, we went through a very long process to choose these colors. The designer called it strawberry and mint. But I was like, I want a green that's slightly blue and a red that's slightly orange. Go with it. So that way it's like, you know, orange has yellow in it, blue is blue. Those are primary colors that aren't affected by red-green color blindness, so that at least somebody could see some color in this. So I asked my dad, who's red-green colorblind. One time, he thought I had hurt myself because I was running outside and I slammed into the air conditioner. I wasn't paying attention, the unit outside. And my shirt was like this like tie-dye shirt with the splotch on it. And according to my dad, he was like, oh my God, he's like, you're all right. He runs over and he thought this like this green splotch on my shirt was blood because it looked like, you know, he couldn't tell the difference between red and green. So I thought that that red-green colorblind people see green as red, but I think they see everything as green from what I read in the studies. So if you're red-green colorblind, what you're actually perceiving are different shades of green. This is what I've heard. And lime green is better. So like your sensibility of the differences of greens is better than seeing differences in reds. Color different, not color. Color different, not color. There's so we have to have pronouns for it now. How do we not crash our cars more? Oh, this is true, right? Forest and crimson, yeah. Color fluid. That's funny. You have issues with purples and blues. Yeah, there's different types of it. So I've learned to not color cue in the design. You actually have to just draw shapes. So like a lot of the things here, they're non-conflicting colors. Like when I did Resilience, it's white, orange, and blue. There's very few people that can't see these three colors. So that's why they were chosen as to be like, because how would you differentiate between the three lines like this? So in the color coding, yellow, blue, and white are typically okay to use. Red is on top, green is on bottom. You know, that's how I knew the difference. A half gap with positive res is a B setup. Yeah, B setup means better than a coin flip. You know, we say like 60% maybe. Right, the trade just took off. I wouldn't be taking it a second time. I usually take the first attempt and then I wait and then take a second attempt. Like usually if this happens, I don't bet on something just zigzagging through there. So what I'll do is I'll wait and let the market do whatever it's gonna do. And then if it does this again and makes its way there, I can take the trade again. I like to let it develop a little bit. I don't just take it multiple times. This trade was perfect. Textbook B setup. It also happened again earlier 2 times. So 1, 2 easy plays, actually 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it happened. Actually 6 times. Jesus, I'm not paying attention here. Like this, yeah, can happen multiple times. But I'm asking myself, do I still want to take it? All of our setups have worked. It's 100% win rate day, should be. Nothing's failed yet. Well, the exception of this one, maybe. Actually, this one lost. Well, actually, I don't know if it triggered. Nope, this didn't even trigger stop. So if I along this one, looks like it did survive. The appropriate trade is to take as many scalps. It's not every single time setups though. So in general, you trade however you feel like you want to trade. I usually try to get as many of these as I can to max out the accounts, and I usually call it. DD is anything. Monthly hedge pressure is A+. DD is A+. Zones are A+. Blue hedge pressure is A. And your redistribution zone is B. B is, I say, is 60%, give or take. A is going to be 80% ideal conditions. A+ is 90% ideal conditions. Your A and A pluses are roughly 70% in non-ideal conditions. And your B's are roughly coin flips in your non-ideal conditions. So when things are ideal, like Resilience is lining up with it, it's better than a coin flip. So there's some edge there, but it's not like every single time edge, right? Yeah. Access to live classes are going to be in the Zoom call channel in the Discord. Let me give you the link for that. Here you go, buddy. Oh shoot, it's 11:11. Okay, so kind of waiting. I have this weird suspicion that, you know, because of monthly expiration and because of the lineup of the monthly hedge pressure overnight, that we are going to be experiencing unusual volatility. So let me just let this market crash out today and see what happens. Maybe it does pull back, maybe not. Oh, Sherlock Stocks is a troll account. I just looked it up on Twitter. The guy from earlier. Twitter account has nothing for... No original tweets, all repost accounts. Oh. Dang, we fell for it. We fell for the troll again. You got the MFFU code yesterday? Awesome, dude. Yeah. I don't know if I want to put the whoosh fan up though. I'm feeling a little scared. Honestly, I feel like this might happen. I don't know. I think off of here will be a place to maybe whoosh off of. This is like a gentle breeze. There's not much whooshing off of redistribution zone. Very light pressure here. What do we have to do some more giveaways in a little bit before we get out of here? You guys want to do something else? Let me see what I got. How about we do 2 Tradeify advanced accounts? For those of you who've been here all day, sticking with us all day. That poor guy though, man, that Sherlock Stocks guy, poor guy, because he can't ever enter a giveaway again. Because he's removed from chat, but dang, kind of sucks. Why I got a mouth off like that? If you're not happy with the giveaway, then you don't get to play anymore. All right, let's go. Tradeify. Whoopsie. You sure Jay will also do the same? Yeah, probably. We don't want community members being crazy about it. Like, we're trying to do nice things for you guys. Like, if you're gonna complain, then okay, we can exclude you then. Gives everyone else a better chance. Tradeify. We'll give away 2 Tradeify advanced accounts today. We have a bunch of those to give away, a bunch of straight to fundeds to give away. Ooh. I keep forgetting I should be able to queue you guys in the straight to fundeds. I'll start giving away funded accounts again at 1,000 viewers when we get there in the morning. Let me make that the new thing that I do again this month. When we get 1,000 viewers, I'll do straight to funded every single day going forward. It's a $500 account, so all right, we're gonna do 2 Tradeify advanced accounts giveaway. I have so many of these images up. I gotta like laser tag Matt. All right, let's go. Tradeify Advance is a really, it's their sort of like Apex equivalent, trailing drawdown account, very inexpensive account. It's nice if you're just getting started in the Tradeify system. Tradeify is great. I trade their straight to fundeds. It's been my favorite experience so far at the prop firm. Well, I'd say it's tied. It and my funded futures have been kind of tied as far as experience goes. They're both what I consider in the top 3 as far as prop firms go. Fast payouts, almost near instant approvals, 0 issues, 0 reports of not getting paid out. Extremely straightforward, extremely healthy companies. And if my current opinion right now, my funded futures and Tradeify are the Coke and Pepsi of, they're the AT&T and Verizon of prop firms. They are the 2 best, period. And I would call Take Profit 3rd place. Only because their customer service sucks. And it's slow. But to me, that's not currently the top 3. So who's Dr. Pepper? That'd be Take Profit. Dr. Pepper is like its own category though, right? Alrighty. Spin that wheel. Oh, wait, I'm gonna play the song. We gotta have a song playing. Hold on. I had to do the, I forgot, it's been a while. I've been getting lazy with the giveaways and not even doing the glasses. Stephen Lee 6271, winner number 1. I keep refreshing to see if my Fund Index accounts magically show up anywhere. All right, you guys are going to win Tradeify Advanced accounts. Dude, I mean, these B setups are just playing out like so crazy today. Ooh, study hard, 8850. Studying hard. We've done a lot of giveaways today. Ton of stuff. Gratitude to you. All right, Tradeify Advanced accounts to you guys. Steven. 6271 and study hard 8850. Congratulations, you guys just won 50k Tradeify straight to fund accounts. Don't forget, you guys, use code Rocket Scooter everywhere you go with all of your prop firm uses needs. Use our code as we have navigating through the space. You guys remember like a year ago we didn't do any prop firm stuff. My first kind of, you know, foray into prop firms is like playing around with some Apex accounts and doing Elite Share Funded's trading contests. And then kind of about the beginning of the year, I started getting serious about the prop firm stuff. I didn't even have affiliate codes that I was using until roughly February, March, maybe March. And we went from a couple of our friends and partners saying, yeah, we'd love to give you guys you know, some accounts to give away on your stream. Somebody's like, how does 3 sound? Oh, we'll give you 3 giveaway accounts this month. Okay, that's cool. 3. Then we had, you know, some of our people were like, yeah, we'll give you like 5 accounts to give away this month. How's that sound? Okay, cool. And then as we grew, now we give away about 200 a month on this stream and between 500 or so on the MyFunded TV. So roughly between 500 and 1,000 every month now. It used to be like 3 to 5. And now we're getting exclusive discounts with our code, like just for us, like just for our community. You guys are starting to grow so big that we're making splashes. Now we're using that growth to influence the prop industry as a whole for the better. Essentially, requiring these firms to meet our standards before we rep them. This is what I suddenly threw myself into, and I'm using this growth you guys are going to, and of course using our code and continuing to grow this community is increasing our relationship with the force. You guys are becoming more powerful as a community, as a voice. I speak y'all's voice up the hill to these folks and they listen and they change, and that's where I really think this is helpful. A lot of people out there, these affiliates and stuff, are very excited about having, you know, a second income, but I think that that's where their loyalty stops, is where they make more money. For me, I feel like there's more responsibility that comes with this, and as our community becomes one of the biggest and best voices out there for the prop industry, we're using this growth to influence it to meet our standards. Like, this is unacceptable. Like, if you don't meet our standards, I'm not here to make money off of it. I'll cut you like a fucking, what is something you cut? What is something you cut? I need a good metaphor there. I'll drop you immediately. And I think that's good. And I think as we continue to grow as a group, we're going to keep fighting the same good fight. And tell people, you need to meet some standards that we set and hold them accountable. In return, you need us more than we need you. And that's how we feel. So, but you must be willing to join a cult. This is certainly the requirement. And they have the PLL, the DLL, the MLL, and the Holy Drawdown. Amen. PLL, MLL, DLL, PNL, DNL, DLL. I'll cut you. I'll cut you. Beat you like a rented mule. Never heard that one before. Some of the thing you guys are saying is, man, where do you sign? Oh, on the dotted line. Yeah, of course. You had to drink the rocket juice. So, aren't you like a Miss Vicky? That's right. But this is really cool, which is what I like. You know, the conversations 3 months ago were like, hey, can I please get some prop accounts to give to my community? And they're like, yeah, maybe, whatever. And now they're like, look, we're going to give you this many. Will you please promote us? And it's the other, it's the shoe is on the other table. If you know what I mean? And I like that because now it's kind of like I could just be networking up the ladder, shopping prop deals with each other and trying to get the highest bidder to pay me because I can throw deals at them and say, this is what these guys are giving me, you give me more, sort of thing. Or I can say, well, as we're getting bigger, why don't you change your rules? Or, you know, I hear you're denying payouts. I'm going to remove your name from my stream and tell everybody not to use your company unless you can answer that question for me. Are you denying payouts? And I'm going to use this effect to be the sheriff in town. And I gain nothing from it, but this is like, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to use that ability to say, you're going to pay me more or whatever. I'm going to use that ability to say, you can meet standards to protect my customers, or you can get out of Dodge. So that's it. I got to go. My fun at TV time. Looks like I made some money today. I'm too lazy to add it up, but I think this is about 4,000, 5,000, 66, 70 something, 80, maybe 9,000 bucks. I don't know. We'll add it up by the stream a little bit. Everybody go to My Fun at TV. Drop in there and say hi to Tom. Let me give you guys a link in a second. But that's what I'm saying. Thank you guys for helping this community grow. I'm going to use this growth to your advantage, as I promised to do. We'll continue to be a voice as a community. This community is going to be the most powerful thing in futures trading as time goes by. You guys. That's not even me. This is you guys. Y'all's voice. And I'm on y'all's team here. There we go. Go to that link, baby. We'll see y'all just a little bit over on My Fun at TV. Remember, they gave away 50 scale accounts earlier with Tom's segment. Who knows what they're going to get for us? Let me beg him to give us 50 scales. Please give me 50 scales. Maybe as a Tom, welcome back, he got it, but we'll see.
Next trade with another.
We'll be back later for the afternoon stream. More giveaways, more fun, more wins, more whatever.